everything for him. In Minnesota, a lot was on him to be like, hey, you the number one overall pick. You need to show us. Basically, ISO, get your own shot, look for yours, try to create for others. That's not Wiggins. Wiggins proved that he really wasn't like, number one overall pick in terms of being able to carry that weight and carry a franchise. However, what he in his year 7th season, 8th season or something like that, probably his year, this probably year 9 for Wiggins right now. So, however, he's proven now as a more mature player that he could play a role. When you got a number one overall pick playing a role, that changes the whole dynamic of how you can play. That's what I'm saying. You're not asking Wiggins to carry. You asking Wiggins, hey, I need you to be our best wing defender, our best point of attack defender. And I need you to just hit, catch, and shoot threes and minimize how many times you isolate. Use your athleticism on cuts, put niggas in the rim when you jump, which is what he did. Like that's what they did. They simplified it for Wiggins and he thrived, right?
And what? Right, I agree. But what other team could he go to and do
I
all
don't I don't think it was that many
just
teams. I
that?
think I think maybe I think Denver is one team, and I think maybe uh what team also? I think Denver and Golden State was probably like the best only team because of the way that they move the ball and how they pass and
Right,
stuff
right.
like that. I think that those two teams is probably like the only teams. Any team that would have like had him standing in the corner and shooting, he wouldn't have thrived there. Or any team that he would have went where they would have had him like trying to ISO and getting his bag, he would have just put up 20 again and then on like 44%,
I
and it
agree.
wouldn't have really impacted the game.
I agree.
So I think only Golden State and Denver would have been like the best teams for him to go to. But what I'm saying, fam, is like we we talk about so much on this live already. We've discussed so much shit, bro. It's funny how the conversation just be moving. But like all I'm saying then is like for me, great players. I'm not saying no player is light years ahead of nothing, but great players transcend eras. Nobody is going to tell me that Larry Bird is going to come into today's era and not be able to hit a three-pointer. And nobody is going to tell me that hand checking and a defensive enforcer is going to stop LeBron from scoring. Just like they not going to tell me that that's going to stop Kobe from scoring because Kobe didn't play in the 80s neither. Just like they not going to tell me that it will stop fucking Gilbert Arenas or Brandon Roy or Grant Hill or Tracy McGrady or Allen. It's not gonna stop none of
Shout
them
out
because
Brandon
we
Roy.
talking we talking about great basketball players, bro. One thing about NBA players, they adjust. NBA players adjust to what you do. Hey, the league calling more traveling. By the end of the year, players gonna adjust. Hey, the league wanted to be more physical. They're gonna call less fouls. By the end of the year, they're gonna adjust. These guys are professionals. They do this shit for a living. And we acting like, oh man, if you hand check and put a defensive enforcer in the middle, they done. They cooked. They just gonna be a role player now. They gonna average 15 points. No, man,
No,
we talking about
no,
great.
I'm not
We talking
saying that.
about
What
great
I'm
fucking
saying is
players, bro.
LeBron. If LeBron, he can whatever the numbers people want to put on LeBron can get his numbers, whatever. You're right. Great players transcend era. I will agree with that. Now, as far as how they play in the team settings during those times, that's the real testament of the kind of player you are is to be
Well,
able to.
yeah, but that's not fair though, because you comparing him to some of the 80s had some of the best teams of all time. You talking about the bad boy Pistons, the 80s Celtics, the 80s Lakers, bro. Nobody. It was only what four teams that won in the 80s, right? The Sixers, the Lakers, the Pistons, and the Celtics. Everybody else wasn't winning. So was those teams not able to play in the team sport? No, they just wasn't as good. It wasn't about them not having the capability or not understanding how to play within the team concept. They just wasn't as good as what those other teams had. It depends. You say LeBron wouldn't be able to win or KD wouldn't be able to win. Well, what team are we putting them on? Are we putting them on the worst fucking team in the league, or are we gonna put them on the 80s Bulls with Michael Jordan? Because
Are
if you
we
put KD and Michael Jordan on the same team, I would love to see that duo. If you put LeBron and Michael Jordan on the same team, I would love to see that. I would love to see the Pistons, who struggle with Pippen, try to handle fucking LeBron. I would love to see it.
now?
Like that's what I'm saying,
Are we gonna talk about the mentality because that plays a factor
bro.
too?
The
Like we've
mentality
always
is,
talked about
but
is the
fam,
physical.
bro, fam, the mentality, bro. These niggas are, they not, bro. These dudes are not. They might be softer than what they was maybe in the 80s. But the mentality shit is only gonna take you so far.
Okay, wait.
Bill
This one,
Laimbeer probably had a tougher mentality, and John Sally probably had a tougher mentality than LeBron.
this
At
one,
a
wait.
certain point, talent outweighs that, bro.
This is where I'm coming from. Hold on. This is where I'm coming from. Now, Bill Laimbeer was one of the first stretch fives too, so I want to make sure we put that out there. I don't, I don't have no vendetta against the bad boy Pistons. I'm a defensive guy, but this is the point I'm making. In the 04 Olympics, the Euro kids schooled this current, well, not this current, but the modern era 2000s and on up, schooled them, right? 2006, same thing. And this is D-Wade, this is Melo, this is LeBron.
Bro, they was 19,
These are the
20, and 21.
These are the foreign kids, though. This is the point I'm making. So
they was not kids.
Okay, these are the foreign international players. So are you telling me that those guys humbled them to a bronze medal? You transplant them back to the 80s, that's not going to be the same result? Because them guys were nowhere near as efficient.
No. Because what happened, you're telling like half stories. Like you're telling truth. You're telling the truth, but you're telling half stories. The reason why the Euro teams was better, bro, was because they knew how to play. They practiced together for years. Every year. And when the season was over, the players, Manu Ginobili, Carlos Delfino, Luis Scola, they went home and they practiced. Meanwhile, the Olympics, living off of the Dream Team in 92, living off of the other team in 96 that won gold, we thought, we could just send some bullshit over there. They didn't have to practice or get continuity together, and we're going to win because we just got talent. And not only did the world show us that, hey, the talent is catching up, but they knew how to play as a team. And if you know how to play as a team and you got talent, you can beat players that's way more talented than you. That's not about what happened when Team USA finally started going to training camps in the summer and they had to commit and they had to actually, hey, after every season, y'all got to come to Vegas and have a month of training camp. Then they won gold because they started practicing together and they built continuity. They didn't do that in 04. You putting that on the 18, 19-year-old Melo and Wade, like, and LeBron, like that's not fair. Duncan,
I'm not putting that on them.
Wait. Tim Duncan and Allen Iverson and them was the leaders of that team.
I put it on all of them. All of them.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, bro, the USA thought that they could throw some bullshit over there. Allen Iverson and Tim Duncan on the same team? Like, Allen Iverson he wouldn't know team ball if the shit hit him in the face. Agreed. So when you throw them niggas over there and they not practicing and shit, yes. Like, you can be beat. 100% out of 100, you can be beat. But we talking about him playing within a team. Are y'all saying LeBron only gonna be able to play on a team for one game? Well, yeah, if it's one game, he might get beat. But if you saying he get a whole training camp, a whole season, a whole career in the 80s, and you pair him with Michael Jordan or you pair him with Barkley and Dr. J, he can win, bro.
Didn't they do that in 06? Didn't they start training?
No, they didn't. They did not. In 06, they had a whole new roster. They didn't even have Allen Iverson on that team or Tim Duncan.
I know.
They had a whole different team. They had
The question I'm asking is, when did they come together and start practicing?
When they came together, that was after 06 when they lost. That is when USA, and they hired Mike Krzyzewski as a coach. That is when they brought those guys and they said, hey, y'all got to commit every single summer for the 08 Olympics.
But
that is why they had the team.
Who did he go recruit? Because he already said he had some doubt.
My God, bro. He got Kobe. Kobe helped them. Like, Kobe, they don't win if they just got Kobe and they don't have LeBron. They don't win if they have Kobe and LeBron, but they don't have Wade.
Wait a minute. I'm getting to my point. Kobe came in there and changed the mindset. That's the point I'm making. Kobe had to show them it's a price.
Man, I don't agree with that.
You can't.
I don't agree with you, bro. I don't think that them going to work out at 3 a.m. had anything to do with them beating Spain. How does that not go into it? I don't think that. I think, bro. Listen, hold on.
I'm
explaining to you. I'm explaining to you. The only thing that helped The only thing that helped them was they practiced more together and they were better and they had more chemistry. The only thing that helped was, I would say, it helped build team camaraderie. It helped put everybody on the same page and help build chemistry. That's it. It didn't help. Like, what helped them was practicing together and actually learning how to play off of each other. To me, that helps more than, oh, we're going to work out with Kobe at 3 in the morning instead of going to the club. That didn't help them. That didn't help. Like, that's
How
all I'm
did
saying.
it not help them? You got to be focused when you in a tournament like that. You can't be out here partying and turning up and, hey, we out here doing this and you trying to win.
They was partying after a training camp, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying. You picking. This is why I say, like, you say, oh, I don't dislike LeBron. Bro, every time I come up with a valid point, you bring up some bullshit. That's bullshit.
Okay,
what
but
you bringing up.
I'm giving you two examples. I'm giving you two examples where LeBron was not a winner. Kobe had to change their mindset.
Wade won a championship in 06.
Hold on.
What, bro? Wade won a championship in 06.
Hold on. So if you take Kobe off that 08 team, you telling me they're going to win the gold?
Wade won the championship in 2006.
If you take Kobe,
and you're telling me that this guy needed Kobe to help him win.
Besides Wade, who else won?
No, you can't do that. Wade was on the team that lost.
Okay,
Wade
so besides Wade, who else?
No, you can't have it both ways.
I'm not having it both ways. I'm asking a question.
You can't have it both ways.
How? I'm asking a question.
You can't have it both ways, bro.
Okay,
you can't say that the niggas are not winners. Okay, and then Wade won.
Hold on. Like you said, Wade had a chip. So take Kobe off 08. Do they win the gold? Yes or no?
They don't win without Kobe. They don't win without Bron. They don't win without Wade. No, you're not about to tell them. No, bro. You're not about to win without Kobe. You're not about to know.
Do they win it?
No. They don't win without everybody. Everybody that was a rotational player on that team, they don't win without.
Wade wasn't even
unless you.
Okay,
are they losing? Okay,
I'm asking about Kobe.
Wait. Are they losing Kobe and not replacing him? Are they allowed to replace him?
Coach K didn't
I'm
say.
asking you a question. I'm asking a simple.
Coach K did not say Wade is going to be our leader.
I'm asking a simple.
He didn't say Melo. I'm talking about Kobe Bryant.
Bro, I don't care. I'm not answering your question until you answer my question. Am I allowed to replace Kobe or am I losing him for nothing?
No, replace him with who?
Replace him with who?
Any great two guard that played, any great player that played.
Name him.
Who?
07, 08. So with KD, rookie KD.
No, that's you gonna replace Kobe with a rookie KD?
I'm not talking about mentality. You talking about mentality. I'm talking about just the production that Kobe gave on that team. Am I able to replace Kobe's production with another player's production?
Go ahead and tell me what the result
is. If you take off Chris Paul and Darren Williams, the point guards of those teams, they don't win. If you take off Dwayne Wade,
you said KD.
Wait,
you said KD.
Bro.
So where you going?
If you take off Dwayne Wade being the sixth man on that team, they don't win. They don't win.
Again,
even with Kobe, even with Bron.
You said replace Kobe with KD, right? Is that what you asking?
Anybody. I'm saying it doesn't have to be Kevin. It doesn't have to be Kevin Durant. It doesn't have to be Kevin Durant. Anybody in that era that was cold.
So I'm asking you a question. You believe replacing Kobe with Kevin Durant, they still win the gold?
I think that they still win the gold. Do they still get the practice?
I absolutely disagree. Kevin Durant was unproven.
I disagree with you, bro. I don't think that this LeBron
Coach K came out his own mouth.
The shit that you are saying, bro, is
I'm not saying this. Coach K said this.
I don't care what Bro, Kobe died. They are going to gas this nigga. Okay, Kobe passed away. God rest his soul.
He didn't say that back then. He said that in 08. What are you talking about?
Before he was dead.
Exactly. Did you watch the doc?
I watched the whole doc, bro.
Okay, Kobe, so did you hear Coach K
was essential, bro.
Coach K said this. He said after 2006, I had a lot of concerns. So that's why I personally recruited Kobe Bryant. He had a winning mentality. He changed the mentality. He held them accountable. They won the gold.
I don't think that if they had Kobe, that if they didn't have if they just lose Kobe and they don't replace his production, they will not win gold. But if they lose Kobe, they're able to replace
on par with Kobe at that time? Who?
It's
that
not
on that team.
Okay, listen. you gotta really understand what I'm saying. When I say
I'm doing
production,
that.
it could be two players that replace that production. It don't have to be one player.
It's one.
It don't
Can't
have
use
to.
two.
No, you
One.
can't. No, you can't.
No.
No,
You trying? No. You just said you can't have it both
no.
ways.
If
You
I
just said
lose,
that.
if I lose 20 points per game, but I get two guys
We
that give
ain't
me
talking
10,
about. We
I
talking
replace
about
the
one
production.
player.
No,
One
no,
player.
I'm not.
That's what
I'm
you
not.
said.
I
You
don't
just
think.
said
I don't
this.
think. I never said one player. I said, am I allowed to replace Kobe's production? I never said, am I allowed to
Okay.
replace his
I'm
production
asking
with one
you,
player?
who? Who are you gonna replace his
It doesn't
production
have to
with?
be one person. It can be multiple players.
Who is that gonna be?
Okay, Bad Boy Black. Let me ask you a question, fam. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
Y'all lost Kevin Durant. Y'all replaced this production with Andrew Wiggins, Otto Porter, Gary Porter, and Gary Payton Jr. Y'all replaced one player's production with three players, and then Jordan Poole also arrived. So y'all replaced one superstar's production with a multitude of players. Y'all was big four, and then y'all went back to strength in numbers. Y'all was able to replace, just like in 2016 when y'all lost the finals. Y'all lost Bogut. Y'all lost Barnes. Y'all lost all these guys, and y'all replaced that production with one player. Y'all replaced 3 to 4 guys' production with one player. You can replace one guy's production with multiple guys. You can replace multiple guys' production with one guy.
Who you doing that with in 08? So how many players do you got to get?
You're focused on making it a single person. I don't know.
No, I said players. So give me the players.
Players?
What players?
Dwight?
Dwight was already on the team.
He was on the team. He was on the team. He was on the team. He was on the team.
Hold on. Before you do that, though, you got to remember, if you're going to take Kobe off, and the team only holds so many people, so how many people are you going to add to the team?
You dropping me off.
I'm just
taking you to my house, and then you driving.
You could only have 12.
Wait, what?
I said, you
better not back in.
Oh no, you ain't got to worry about backing in. I'm dropping myself off. All you gotta do is drive straight, man.
I know. You better not back in because that means I gotta reverse.
Oh Lord, you really can't drive. That is scary.
I just wonder who would you replace him with then? Because really, it's not even.
I would have to really
point
look.
production.
Honestly,
it was about the mentality. Who are you going to?
I would have to really. I would have to really. I would have to look. I would have to look. I can't give y'all names right now because it would be bullshit because it would just be like throwing names on paper. Like you really need chemistry and shit. Like you really need pieces that fit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just throw no bullshit together and be like, oh, it's gonna work. That's what happened in 04 and that's why they lost. So you can't just throw no bullshit on the roster. But I would have to really look at the like landscape of the league back then. And then I could give you like a more accurate and intelligent answer. I can't give you one right now because I'm driving.
On the team.
Huh?
Because you damn near could. Why didn't AI make any? Oh, he could have put AI.
No, they cut him after 04, they cut his ass because you know they didn't like him really. Yeah, he had that mentality that what was that thing, that narrative going, he was selfish and all this other shit. They had that, yeah, like they cut him after 06. I mean, I think they cut him before 06 actually. They cut him after 04. Because they had Gilbert Arenas on the trying out for the 06 team, and he didn't make it. He said he had got cut, but he got cut for Richard Jefferson. He said,
"Damn, really?"
Yeah. He said, but again, that goes back to team and stuff. So Gilbert probably was cold. He probably was better than Jefferson, but he probably just didn't get him what they needed, team wise, I guess.
Right.
That's why it's not all about talent. Like I said, it's not all about talent. Like you got to also fit well with other players. How was work? Thanks for the bowl, by the way, because I needed something to eat, and I did not want to go and spend no money. So I was like, "Ooh, let me get a Chantel."
No problem.
I'm a back end too. So.
Shout out to Chantel.
You don't know?
Oh shit! Hold on. It's hot as hell in here. God damn.
I don't know what the fuck you're trying to cook somebody.
Nah, the defrost. I was trying to defrost, and hold on, y'all. Give me like 5 minutes. I was trying to defrost, and fucking this shit got hot. Larry car worked like this shit. This shit,
bro.
The heater in this whole work like times 10. This shit is crazy. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back.
All right, hey, bring me up to speed, brother Black. What I miss?
Nah, he was just saying that you gotta add players that really fit. Because I was asking, well, they could have, point production. They could put somebody like Iverson or whatever. But my question was, who are you going to replace in mentality, not points?
See, and that's the question that can't get answered. That's why I said Kobe changed all their mindsets. It ain't about going out there just outscoring. No, he put a mentality in them boys' mind.
And that's all I was saying.
It's nobody that's gonna replace his mentality. Like, no, because he was holding them dudes accountable. Just like anything, if he had a miss out, he took the blame. He didn't, oh, it's this, but nah, hey, if I fuck up, get on me. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. That's that winnings mindset.
And that's why when we ask what would you rather have, Charles Barkley or Paul Pierce, I'm picking Paul Pierce for that reason.
My point exactly. Jordan even said that. He
Yo,
told
I'm back now, so I give y'all that. Actually, you know what? You're right, because if you look, I remember looking at the interviews after going into that next season, 08, 09. I remember Melo saying his mentality changed. Everybody had like a career year that year. Dwight went to the finals. Brian had a career year. He won his first MVP. Wade led the league in scoring. Like Melo went to the conference finals. So I definitely give y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did definitely change the mentality. He helped change the mentality. But I just don't think. I'm agreeing with y'all. So please hear me. I'm agreeing with y'all on that. But what I disagree on is that they wouldn't have won without me. That's what I'm disagreeing with. I have to look and really look. But like, if they like, okay, so y'all said who can I replace him with? Good name. Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett. If I replace Kobe's production with Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett, they probably still they still win.
with the same with their mentalities, not Kobe's.
Yes, I don't think the mentality. I think the mentality thing is important, but I think it's being overblown. I'm not saying it's not important, but I think that it's being overblown.
That's incredible. I think mentality is king. Like, mentality is like the biggest thing you gotta have.
Mentality is king. But like, bro, like in 07, I don't know, man. Like, Wade won a championship in 06. Finals MVP. LeBron went to the
You know why?
finals in 07 at 22. Wait, hold on. LeBron went to the finals at 22 years old. They both had mentality. It's not like they just didn't know what the fuck was going on. They was eyes wide
Hold-
open.
hold-
Like,
I'm
they
about
were
to tell you.
already great players in their own
Wade
right.
was a
Let
winner.
me tell you.
They were
learned
already great players.
Championship.
Like,
LeBron
Dwight
hadn't learned
was.
how to win yet, though.
No. You want to know why? You want to know why they won a championship?
Huh?
Your boy Wade won because he had the same trainer that Jordan and Kobe had.
So yeah, Tim Grover.
That's why he won.
So that's the only reason. So
I
that's the
didn't say
only reason.
reason.
So
That's what.
everything gets
That's what.
attributed
That's what.
always
No,
back to those two.
no, that's not. That's not the only reason.
No, it's like
That's
it's
what.
every. But it's like that's my
I'm
issue.
about
That's
to
my
tell
issue
you
with
what
this
it is,
conversation.
though.
It's like they're not doing anything on their own regard. Everything is just being attributed to
No,
Dick
I'm
Rice,
not saying.
Kobe, and Michael. It's always going back to Kobe and Michael. It's like, dang,
No,
are
we're
these
saying
players
that
not
it's
allowed to
about
do them?
mentality. No, it's about mentality. That's all I'm saying.
How did
It's
the
about
trainer help his mentality?
Well, ask Kobe and ask Jordan.
No. Mentality. How did the trainer help his mentality? The trainer can help his body. It can help him become stronger. But how did it help his?
No.
How did it help him close in the
No.
fourth?
At that
Wade
time,
did that.
at
Wade.
that time,
Second
what they
picture
were
ain't nothing in
at
there.
that time, what they're doing more of now, of course. But at that time, they didn't have trainers that was working with the mind. They didn't have trainers that was working with other than physicality. He was the one that started all that.
Who?
Grover.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who you was talking about.
Oh yeah, Tim Grover. So and if you took, I don't know,
I'll be back.
if you took an hour of listening to him talking about Jordan and Kobe, then you might have an idea of what the difference would be between, because he said Jordan wasn't the most athletic player in the league or the best overall gifted player in the league. He just had the most dominant mentality that he couldn't be stopped. And it translated to work ethic. And so Kobe decided to take the work ethic thing to another level, along with the mindset. And then that's why everybody is griping about LeBron, because if LeBron had an ounce, I won't say an ounce because that wouldn't be fair. If LeBron had that mentality, then he probably would have won 8 championships by now. That's the difference.
And that's my whole contention. That's why I was about to just tell him, like, once Kobe changed them boys' mindset, now I might consider them playing in the 80s with the physicality, because Kobe had to say, no, it's a path to winning. It's sacrificing to winning. Okay. You got to put in the work. You can't just come out here and, hey, we finna go party club, and then come back. No, you got to sacrifice all that. Then on the back end, when you win, go hit the clubs, do all that. But in the beginning, no, it's a grind. That's why I'm like, nah, man, ain't nobody out there they're going to replace Kobe's production with. That's why Coach K personally said I had to recruit Kobe Bryant.
Man,
Era.
I hear y'all boys, man. I can't rock with all this just praising these two guys as if nobody else did anything.
Can I agree with you on something now? Can I agree with you on something now?
What?
Okay, so what you were saying earlier about with LeBron and all them, you putting them back in the 80s. Now, when Kobe came in and changed their mentality, now I will listen to somebody say, put them back in the 80s up against whatever level of resistance they want to go against the Pistons or whoever, because now somebody has taught them, this is how you do it. This is how you face adversity, and you punch them in the mouth. You know, you don't get back down. Hey, when you get hit, you get back up. Much like the Boston did Kobe. When they got beat in 08, hey, he came right back and redeemed himself. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's somebody that had to set a standard for them to follow. That's the point I'm making.
Man, I hear you. Hold on. I hear you, man. I just, like I say, man, for me, it's just, I think that it's crazy, the disrespect that LeBron get, bro. I just really think it's crazy. Like, I'm not even sitting, I get annoyed. And this is what annoys me. I come off looking like some super duper LeBron fan. Like I got comics and tattoos of him on me. I don't. I'm not. I talk real, but I can't handle somebody saying hand checking and the defensive enforcer is gonna stop him. I can't handle that from hearing that about no score from this era. None.
No, I'm saying defensive
one,
teams,
because that's disrespectful to what these guys are doing today, bro.
So okay, and I
like the schemes, whatever defensive word you want to use, scheming, hand checking, physicality, whatever, none of that is stopping these guys, all-time great players, from being all-time great. I partially
agree with you.
They are still going to be individually great.
I partially agree with you, but when he says schemes, we're talking about what 07 the Spurs did to him. In 2014, what the Spurs did, and then 2011 Mavs. That's what we're talking about. In this current era, their defensive scheme was successful on him.
In 2007, you brought up the Detroit series. They lost. One of the reasons why they beat Detroit is because Ben Wallace had went to Chicago.
I agree with that.
They had no rim protection. So when LeBron started going downhill, they had nobody to stop him. I think they had Jason Maxiell or something like that. They had nobody to stop him.
They had Maxiell. They had Chris Webber too, but he was washed.
Okay. So exactly. So the Spurs had Francisco Elson, they had Tim Duncan, they had like a 3 big rotation that they used, but mostly it was Duncan. Duncan leads the playoffs all time in blocks. All time. Like, true. LeBron was 22 years old in his 4th year. He should have been in 2007, Bron should have been in his senior year in college. And he was in the finals. And we holding that against him. Oh, he don't got no game because of what happened his 4th year in the league. Then we go to 2011. 2011, I don't have no excuses for him. He was pathetic. That's it. He pissed himself. He was pathetic. I will never defend that series. 2014, Wade averaged like 13 points per game. Bosh averaged 11. His quote-unquote big three averaged a combined 24, 25 points. And they was bad. Like, they wasn't even efficient. Wade was taking off. I think Wade played like 60 games that year because he kept having knee injuries. Bosh had blood clots. and they lost in 5 to a Spurs team who was hitting threes as soon as they had crossed half court.
You said
At the
how
time,
many games? You said how many games Wade missed that year?
Wade in 2014, that was their 4th year going to the finals. That was LeBron's final year in Miami. Wade had missed like 60, he didn't miss 60 games. He missed like almost 30 games. He missed almost like 20, 25, 30 games, somewhere around that range, because he kept having knee issues. He couldn't play back-to-backs. If they had 4 games in 5 nights, he couldn't play. I remember that season. When they got to the playoffs, when they got to the finals, Wade was a shell of himself. He wasn't good. Gary Neal and Danny Green was out playing Dwayne Wade. Duncan in their front court was out playing Bosh. LeBron put up 28 points on like 50% shooting. He got beat because the team. He got beat because the team was better. The team was just better.
Now wait. You said he put up 28 on 50% shooting.
Like on like 50%, something like that.
No, hold on. Let's make sure we include everything, because remember his plus minus was like what, negative 14, 15 or something in the 40s.
Your plus minus is gonna be, bro. Your plus minus is gonna be bad when you lose by at that time. They lost, I think it was like the most lopsided points per game differential.
It was
between two finals.
In 5 games, it was a 70-point margin.
Of course, your plus minus is going to be bad because you're getting blown out when you're on the court. That don't mean LeBron is playing bad, but he's getting outscored. No, when he's on the court, the lineups that he's on is getting outscored because the Spurs are hitting 15 to 18 threes a game. The Spurs was pissed off for losing to them in 2013. They had it on their mind that series. They only won 1 game. The Spurs beat them in 5. The Spurs beat their ass. Wade was not good. Bosh was not good. They were not good.
Shouldn't he be the X factor? Because Tim Duncan was 38.
No, he should. No, he should not. No, I'm answering your question. I am answering your question. No, he is not Jesus Christ. He is not God. He is not that good. The Spurs was that much better than them, bro. LeBron had 28 points per game, bro. He is not God. He is not going to make up that much differential.
Let's stay there. So basically, LeBron had a fast.
He's not.
So what you saying? That's it. He had a fastball. That was it. He didn't have he couldn't adjust no other way. That's what you're saying. Because the great ones adjust.
You need your second and third best player cannot average less than 15 points and you win a series in the finals.
Scottie Pippen averaged
that
8
cannot
points.
Happen. This is not
Scottie Pippen had an 8-point game and the Bulls won the chip. He had an 8-point game.
This is not. Listen up, fam. You're comparing. You are comparing again. This is why I'm saying you don't like LeBron, because you're not even using logic right now, fam.
No, it's not.
The 90s is a different era from the 2000s and 14s.
What did you just say?
It is because he's not using logic with his argument.
What did you just say about the second and third player? What did you just say?
He's not using. Fam, that argument is irrelevant. If the final score in the 90s is 80. Listen, please. If the final score in the 80s is 87 to 85, 16 points is more important and impactful in that type of a game than if the final score is 110 to 98 and you put up 16 points. It's simple math. So when you try to compare Scottie Pippen and what he did in 1997 is not comparable to 2014, 15 years later. It's not comparable. That's 2 different eras. You cannot compare.
I'm not talking about the points scored. I'm talking about the production of the individual player is what I'm talking about. So what you telling me is
you mentioned LeBron the teammates. You mentioned Wade scoring. No, bro, you don't like LeBron, bro. From now on, bro.
It's not about not liking nobody. I'm not going to do that.
Listen. I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to engage on LeBron. I'm not going to engage on LeBron topics.
I didn't say I didn't like him.
I'm not going to engage on LeBron. No, that's cool. But that's cool. I'm saying I know you didn't. I'm saying you don't. I am not going forward.
All I'm doing is asking questions.
Going forward, I will not talk and engage LeBron contact with you. I'll keep going today, but going forward, I'm just going to ignore it.
Okay,
because this is ridiculous.
So answer me this.
You comparing.
Wait a minute. Answer me this, because the rumor is he makes his teammates better. So that's why I'm asking this question. He went up against the Spurs, who were a lot older than him. He was 29. How come he only had a fastball? Are you telling me he wasn't able to adjust to what they were doing? Because he's the greatest player according to the media,
Spurs,
according to the fans.
The Spurs. in 2014, the Spurs sent everybody home in the West, and they was older than everybody because they were a good team. Age, y'all keep bringing up age. Age has nothing to do with how you're playing. Kobe was 32, 33 when he won his second title. He wasn't old. I mean, his fifth title.
He wasn't
old.
He wasn't 38. Tim Duncan was.
Tim Duncan was not. Tim Duncan didn't win Finals MVP. Kawhi did.
Kawhi did, but he wasn't a
Tim Duncan wasn't. Tim Duncan was on the team. Marc Gasol was 35 plus when he won in 2019.
The defensive anchor, yeah.
Bro.
But you take Tim Duncan off their team, they don't win. That's what I'm saying.
Well, he was an important part of their defense. He's an important part of their defense, bro.
That's my point. LeBron only had a fastball. He could not adjust. That's only part.
That's not about what you're saying. What you're saying is not true. It's not about him only having. It's not about him only having a fastball, bro. He did not get the help from his supporting cast. Like
how come he didn't get the help out of them? He makes everybody better. That's all I'm asking,
bro. You're bringing up narratives. You're bringing up narratives to me, bro. I didn't say that he makes everybody better, but even if I believe that, Wade was not himself. Wade was hurt.
Okay,
Wade was not himself. Wade was hurt that series. Bosh was dealing with blood clots. How can you make them better when they hurt? How can you make a player better when they hurt?
Okay, you got other players.
How can you make a player better when they're hurt?
Ray Allen was on that squad.
Ray Allen was old, right? He was old, right? Ray Allen was old, right? He old. He just old guy, right? I thought if you old, you get a pass automatically.
Ray Allen was.
He was old though. He was still old. He was still old. He was still old.
Tim Duncan being old is irrelevant. That's what you're saying.
He was still old. He was still old.
Tim Duncan was too.
He was still old.
Tim Duncan was old. So which one is it?
They was both old. That's what I'm saying. Fam, look, bro. You clearly just don't like the man. It's okay,
bro.
Like
y'all
it's okay.
Stop
just
doing
say you don't
that.
like him and let's move on. We can talk about something else.
That's a defense mechanism. It ain't got nothing to do with not liking. I'm asking a legit question.
No, it's not a defense mechanism. It's a fact.
Every time I ask this question, when it can't get answered, it's either something with hating or I don't like him. That has nothing to do with the question I'm asking.
No, you really no, but you don't like him.
Okay, so what y'all saying is he's limited.
But you don't like him.
So y'all saying he's limited. That's what y'all saying.
Every player is limited.
Anybody else gonna adjust. If Floyd Mayweather is in a 7-8 round fight, Floyd Mayweather is going to adjust to his fighter.
Why didn't Michael Jordan adjust? Why didn't Michael Jordan adjust versus the Magic when he lost, when they sent him home? Why didn't he only? Why he only showed his fastball when he lost to the Magic when they sent him home in '95? Why he didn't adjust? Why didn't he adjust?
When he played 17 games, is you talking about that year?
I don't care. You making excuses. You making excuses.
Okay.
You making excuses.
I can answer that.
You making excuses.
I'm not making
That's
no
what
excuse.
you're doing.
I'm not
That's
making
what
no
you're doing right
excuse.
now.
I'm not making no excuse. That's a 17-season game. How can you equate that to LeBron?
When did LeBron play 17 games? Don't tell me how many games he played. Don't tell me how many games.
When did LeBron play 17 games?
Don't tell me how many games.
I'm asking.
I don't want to hear how many games.
I don't want to hear how many games. I'm trying to equate to your question though.
No.
Your question is a false equivalency.
I want my question.
So I'm trying to equate to
I just want my simple question.
I'm giving you.
No, it's not a false equivalency.
Yes,
it's not a false equivalency.
LeBron has never played a 17-season game, so that's a false equivalency. You can't ask a false equivalency.
It doesn't matter. That's an excuse. That's an excuse.
It does matter. No,
that's an excuse. That's an excuse. That's an excuse.
Your question is flawed. You have to ask a legit question.
It's an excuse.
Okay, when did LeBron?
Why did Michael Jordan only have a fastball?
When did LeBron play 17 games in the season? When did he do that? When did LeBron play 17 games in the season?
To the Celtics in the playoffs?
Okay, why did Larry Bird call him
in the playoffs in '86? He only had a fastball. He only had a fastball.
Why did Larry Bird say he lost? He lost.
It's easy to give compliments to a guy that can beat. It's easy to give. He lost. He lost that series. He only had a fastball. He only had a fastball. He only had a fastball. He only had a fastball.
Wait a minute. So he had a fastball, but Larry Bird called him God in sneakers.
Why didn't he beat that team?
That's what he said.
Why didn't he beat him? If he's God in sneakers, why did he lose the series? God in sneakers would have won.
You said
my guy would have won.
You said wait.
My guy would have won.
Hold on. You said why he didn't beat Larry Bird, right? Right? Is that what you're saying?
My guy would have won.
Wait a
My
minute.
guy
Did you
would have
say?
won.
Wait a minute.
No.
Why he didn't beat Larry Bird? That's what you said, right?
I am. All I'm telling you, my God would have won.
Did you say why he didn't beat Larry Bird? Is that what you asking me?
I don't want to hear what Bird said after the game.
Okay. So I'm answering
why
your
didn't
question.
he adjust?
I'm going
Why
to answer your question. Who did he have on Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh level? Who did he have compared to them? Who on that roster?
Oh, okay. So let's do what you just
that's
did.
a false
Okay,
equivalency.
I'm about to do what you just did.
You're asking flawed questions.
No.
Yes, you are.
Stay right
yes,
there.
You are.
Stay right there. No.
It's
Stay
a
right
false
there.
equivalency.
Stay right there.
Who did he have?
I'm about to do exactly what you just did. No. Stay right there. Stay right there. Wait. Hold on. Wait, brother. Please. I'm about to get back on this Wi-Fi. Let me get back on this Wi-Fi.
Because you've asked two false equivalencies, so I'm trying to understand where these false equivalencies are coming from. That's all. Hold on.
Right?
I'm just trying to figure out. Like, the questions are false equivalencies. Both times. You talking about a 17-season game. LeBron never did that. False equivalency. You talking about why Michael Jordan didn't beat Larry Bird. He didn't have a Dwayne Wade or Chris Bosh. Another false equivalency. I'm trying to figure this out. So
can I
are we going to move the goalpost?
Hey.
So are we going to move the goalpost for LeBron? But we're not going to do
when
it.
When did he lose to Larry Bird? What year was that? 86, right?
He lost to Larry Bird in 86 and 87. Before
but which year did Bird say about the Jordan sneaker stuff?
His first year when he lost to him.
So when he got swept. Okay, hold on. Let me look that up.
In a 5-game series, yes.
Yeah, no, it was a 3-game series. He got swept.
It was a 5-game series.
Yeah, but it didn't go 5. It didn't go 5. It didn't go 5.
But since you want to bring up sweeps,
Michael
Jordan never got swept in a 7-game series.
It didn't go 5. He got swept in the first round.
It was still a 5-game series on the chart. No matter if it went 2 or 3, it still was a 5-game best of 5.
You're right.
Michael Jordan has never been swept in a 7-game series. Your guy has been swept on 2 occasions in a 7-game series. Michael Jordan has never had that happen. So if you want to go that route, we can go that route, but it's not going to help LeBron, is what I'm saying.
So you said that who did LeBron have on his team that was giving him Wade and Bosh production? So I'm about to go look at that series.
Michael Jordan.
Wait. Hold on.
I didn't say LeBron.
I'm about to look up that. I'm looking up that series right now. So Orlando Woodridge averaged 21 points per game that series, and that was the second leading scorer. He averaged 21 points per game.
Are you saying?
Wait, hold on.
Are you saying Orlando Woodridge
is on
Dwayne Wade level? That's what you saying.
Let me finish.
Is that
Orlando Woodridge? Wait. I'm gonna answer your question. Let me finish. Orlando Woodridge averaged 21 points per game. Dave Corzine was a third leading scorer at 12 points per game. So now I'm gonna go look up. So now wait, hold on. So now I'm gonna go look up.
You comparing him to Chris Bosh?
Wait. Now I'm about to go look up what Wade averaged versus the Spurs.
Are you comparing?
I'm not comparing. I'm looking at stats. That's all I'm doing. I'm looking at stats.
Wait a minute.
I'm looking at stats. I'm looking at
stats. Woodridge and Dave Corzine to Bosh and Wade.
I'm looking at stats.
Is that what you're telling me right now?
Hold on. I'm looking at stats. So Dwayne Wade versus the Spurs averaged 15 points per game, which is 6 points less than what Orlando Woodridge averaged.
So you're comparing Orlando.
And Chris Bosh averaged 14 points per game, which is 2 more points than the third option.
So you're comparing 2 players to 2 all NBA players is what you're doing.
So Wade was not all NBA in 2014.
I didn't say in 2014.
That's what we're talking about.
Dwayne Wade.
Fam, we are talking about 2014.
Wade won 2006 season alone is better than Orlando Woodridge's entire career. So I'm trying to understand how you pulled that out your rabbit hat.
You don't know how to debate.
Are you telling me that's the equivalency? That's what you're telling me?
No. No, I'm not. You don't know. You really don't know how to debate. It's really bad.
No, I know exactly what I'm saying.
No. You don't know how to debate because
I know exactly what I'm saying.
We're talking about the 2014 finals versus the Spurs. What happened in 2006 does not matter in 2014. In 2014, I said LeBron lost in the finals. Wade and Bosh was on that team. Wade averaged in 2014, stop bringing up any other year, Wait.
So you're
Don't break.
comparing
Wait.
the
Hold on.
finals.
Wait.
You're comparing a
Wait,
final
hold on.
series
Wait,
to
bro.
the first round.
Let me cook.
Oh my
Let me
God.
cook. Wade averaged 15 points per game.
I can't.
Wade averaged 15. I know I'm cooking you, bro. It's hard.
I can't.
Wade
You cooking yourself right now.
No, I'm not, bro.
This
No, bro. You're wrong.
comparing the first round to the finals. LeBron was 29. Jordan was 23. Is this what we doing?
No, we're
I mean,
not.
how many
I'm not
more holes
comparing.
do I need to poke in this argument?
You're not poking any holes.
Is this
What you're doing? What you're doing is
Oh my
you're
goodness.
grabbing bits and pieces of what I'm doing, and you're trying to ridicule it because you know I'm.
You
cooking.
are using a first round series to a final series. So what you telling me is you putting Jordan with Orlando Woodridge and Dave whoever in the finals, they finna average them same numbers. That's what you telling me.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
That's
is
what you comparing.
my whole point. The reason why we even got to Michael Jordan is because you said that LeBron only had a fastball and he didn't adjust. That's why he lost. So I said, well, Michael Jordan lost to the Celtics.
I mean,
LeBron.
LeBron. Okay.
Hold on.
LeBron had a 7-game series though.
Wait, fam.
Go
LeBron,
ahead.
you said LeBron didn't have a fastball. He didn't adjust in series that he lost. I said, well, Michael Jordan lost series too. So he must have only had a fastball, and he didn't adjust as well.
Yeah, that's
and then
right.
you made excuses. You said, well, he only played 17 games. Well, it was a Tuesday and it was rainy outside. I didn't do all that.
I'm staying on one topic though. You had to jump somewhere else. I'm staying in one isolated event. You can't answer the question, so you had to reach to go get somebody else.
No, man. You said
that's exactly what you did.
You said LeBron only has a fastball.
Wait a minute.
So what's the fastball?
Not only did you do that, you had to take two different scenarios. You didn't take two final series or two second round series. You had to go from the finals that's up here to the first round that's down here. Where is that equal?
Okay, so because the finals is not, first of all, the final series is not even comparable. When you talk, the Bulls didn't play a 2014 Spurs that shot the three how they shot the three.
I mean, I believe I just said that. Of course, it's not comparable.
So it's not you, but what you did when I said this is exactly what you did, and this is why I brought up Orlando Woodridge. You want to know why? This is why. When I said Wade averaged 16 points per game, you said, well, Pippen averaged 16 points per game in 97.
In the finals. The finals.
Okay, in the finals. Yes, in the finals. But the finals in 97 is different from the finals in 2014.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but we're talking finals. You went to first round, my friend.
Fam.
Like
oh my God.
You do that?
You're missing the point, bro. It's not about.
I'm not missing no points.
Yes, I am bringing up. I'm bringing up the first round to show that you can have. He had more help statistically, and lost. It's not about him not making nobody better. Jordan made everybody better. LeBron made everybody better. It's just a matter of you can still lose and make somebody better. You can lose and make somebody better.
I'm asking. Do you seriously believe they're gonna do that with that roster in the finals? I just need to know this.
Versus who?
Whoever they went up against that year. Who did they play in '86?
The Lakers. No, the Rockets.
So you're telling me that Jordan finna take Orlando Woodridge and Dave Cortazine, and they're gonna put up them same numbers?
They didn't make the finals because he wasn't at that level.
Exactly. So there's nothing tangible to say that would have happened had they made it to the finals. But if you got to go to the first round to compare somebody to the finals, that's telling me that the player in the first round is obviously better than that guy in the finals who had three all NBA caliber players.
But this is why I say you're not being honest. Because
and not only that, I am being honest. No, it is because it was 4, like they say, Hall of Famers, right? Against 4 Hall of Famers, right?
No.
All NBA, right? So Ray Allen, All NBA. D Wade, All NBA. Wade,
so Shaq is a Hall of Famer, right?
Of course. What are we talking about?
Shaq has made multiple All NBA teams, right?
What this got to do with Shaq?
I'm just asking you a question. Yes or no?
That's rhetorical. Yes. But what they got to do with this?
In 2010, when he was on the Cavs, was he at that level?
Are you telling me Shaq was still playing?
Man, just answer my question, bro. In 2010, was he at that level?
Okay. So you deflecting the Shaq. I'm gonna answer your question.
No, I'm not deflecting. I'm gonna bring it back. But
you
just
deflecting,
answer my question.
Because we talking about the Spurs and we talking about Miami, who both made the finals. Shaq did not do that. He was a role player. They could have went there without Shaq. That's the point I'm making. You know Tim Duncan. You take him off their team, they win. Shaq, no matter if he was
Can you
there or
please
not,
answer my question, bro? Can you please answer my question?
I just did.
No, you did not. Yes or no? Was Shaq all NBA and an MVP caliber player and an all NBA team?
Shaq was not on Tim Duncan's level. That's what I can tell you.
I didn't say. My question is not was he on Tim Duncan's level. My question is, in the year 2010, was he what he used to be? Was he that player?
He was not playing on the level.
No, he was not that. Okay, no,
that's what I'm saying.
Yes or no?
He was not on Tim Duncan's production level.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Was he what Shaq used to be?
Was he integral as Tim Duncan?
I'm not asking about Tim Duncan.
That's the only way.
I'm asking about Shaq, bro. I'm asking about Shaq.
About KG.
I'm asking about Shaq.
For the record,
you can use the same.
For the record, nobody else on Miami made All NBA in 2014 besides LeBron James.
Thank you, bro.
No.
Stop bringing that stupid shit up. Stop bringing that up. That's dumb.
But you bringing up Shaq. What Shaq got to do with Tim Duncan? Shaq was a role player. Tim Duncan was the defensive anchor.
Wade was a role player in 2014. Wade was a role player in 2014, bro. Wade was a role player.
He was a role player in 2014.
Bosh was a role player.
So will LeBron make the finals without them then?
They were role players. No, he would not have made the finals without his role players. Nobody does. Nobody. Steph not making the finals without Wiggins.
Okay.
Wiggins is a role player.
So we getting somewhere. So we getting somewhere now. Got you.
So it's a team sport. It's a team sport.
Back to the
finals.
Finals.
Not with LeBron. If he wins, it's somebody else. He loses.
Back to the finals. Okay, like you said, neither one of them made All NBA. That's fine. But all three of them made All-Stars. The Spurs had one, and that was Tony Parker. The Spurs had zero.
Made the All-Star game when he missed 80
zero, 20 points.
Yao Ming made the All-Star game when he played when he missed the whole season, bro.
Yao Ming and Jackie Chan didn't make the finals. So I don't know what they got to do with this question.
Because making the All-Star team don't mean nothing.
I'm getting back to Miami and
I vote for the All-Stars.
I'm getting back to Miami and the Spurs.
Making the All-Star team don't mean nothing, bro. That's a weak argument, bro.
LeBron James, who just came off of MVP, right? He's the X factor, right? You're telling me he had nothing but a fastball in the finals with two other top dogs.
What is a fastball? What do you mean by that? What is a fastball? What do you mean by that? What is a fastball?
He only got average 30.
He only had one trick pony. He couldn't adjust.
What does that mean? What was his one trick?
What do you mean? What does it mean? He's limited.
What was his one trick?
Why he didn't adjust his game?
Okay, what was the one trick? I'm asking what was the one trick?
Obviously, you just gave me his numbers, right? What was it? Give me the numbers again. Rattle them off. What was they? 20-something. That's all he can do.
28 points a game.
So
57.
Yeah, he shot 52% from three.
What was his plus minus though? What was his impact in that finals?
That's a team game.
It ain't about all the points you score. It's something you got to also say how many points did you stop your opponent from scoring?
It's a team game.
That's not how the game is played, dog.
Oh, it's a team game. It's a team game.
If us three on the court,
it's always been a team game. That's what I've been trying to say.
So why he wasn't helping his team play defense then? He's the leader.
If we on the team and y'all getting y'all ass bust, my plus minus sucks because I'm on y'all team and we lost. So that plus minus shit is weak to me. So I don't use that.
The plus minus is actually legit. That's why they got it in play. It's called points scored versus the points you stopped your opponent. So Kawhi Leonard was cooking him in that finals, but y'all don't want to talk about that because it don't fit the narrative. Don't play with me. Y'all know good and well that's what happened. Y'all know that.
You just don't like LeBron. Stop saying you don't like. Hey, bro. Stop saying.
Not only that. I got another one for y'all. Go look up his net rating. It was negative. So his points was negatively affecting his team. But y'all don't want to acknowledge that. I'm giving y'all facts, and nothing I'm saying is a lie.
Hey, if you giving us facts, then post them. Post the link in the comments. Post the link.
Look them up. I don't have to sit here and make up stuff out there.
No. You can't say bullshit and then just want to get away with it.
Okay, so you want the net rating? Don't worry about it.
Yes, post it.
Okay.
Post it.
I give it to you. Don't worry about it. I give it to you.
Post the link to it.
I will give it to you. Don't worry about it. Let me pull it up. It won't take long.
Please,
I promise you won't.
Please.
It won't take long. I promise it
that
won't.
Boy, just making up stuff.
I'm making up stuff. Okay, I got you. Just understand. I don't lie when I say that.
you'll go to.
Where you even getting the plus minus
spread.
from? I'm on the page right now. I don't see no. Where you getting the plus minus?
Matter of fact, his plus minus was -47, so I was even off. So that tell you right there that all his buckets was trash. None of his buckets was impactful whatsoever. So hold on, I got another. Don't worry about it. I got another one for you. Don't worry about it. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, this dude don't know how plus minus works. This is sad.
I know exactly how it works. It's point score versus point stop your opponent from scoring. I know how it works.
No, you don't know how it works, bro.
Okay, look it up and tell me then.
You really don't know how plus minus works.
Tell me where I'm wrong when it says plus minus. Just tell me where I'm wrong, because I already know what it means.
That's sad, bro.
No, it's not sad. It's actual facts. It's not my fault.
No, bro, you don't know how plus minus works,
y'all
bro.
mad at me because he let y'all down.
No, you really don't know.
I'm
not mad, bro. It's really sad.
Y'all
you don't know how plus minus
I'm coming with the facts. Nothing I've said is a lie. Nothing.
Well, you're not lying, but you're not telling the truth.
How am I not telling the truth?
Because
the whole world seen.
Fam,
they said he quit on the court.
Fam, if you are, let's say you playing pick and roll, right? You the defender. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear y'all just fine. I can hear y'all just fine.
Okay. So if you playing the pick and roll and you the big man, and you stop the pick and roll ball handler from scoring at the paint, but he passes to the corner and shoot a three, you know that affects your plus minus. You know that, right?
I'm well aware of that, and I'm also
okay. So how is that on one person? How is that on the big man? The big man did his job.
Hold on. Let's put it all in the context. I'm also aware that if your man, your opponent, is outplaying you on the offensive end, meaning he's getting buckets, but your buckets are not on par with his because they keep
but why wasn't it though?
lead. That's the point I'm making.
Yes, I understand. I understand the point that you're making, but why wasn't his points equaling out? Because the Spurs team was outscoring the other Miami team. If you just hold on. If you just look at Kawhi's numbers in a vacuum and LeBron's numbers in a vacuum and don't equate nothing else into the factor, LeBron's numbers are way better. The thing that separates them is that the Spurs team outscored Miami's team. And then you say, well, why didn't LeBron stop the whole team? How was he going to stop the whole? How was one man supposed to do that?
I didn't say
if you look up,
I didn't say he don't stop the whole team. I said, why didn't he adjust his game? That's what I said.
How was he going to adjust it? How?
Playing out of the post. That's how.
Okay, so that's okay. But how does that help you defensively?
You have to control the pace of the game. You have to go.
But how does that help you defensively?
Okay, can I finish? So you have to go clap for the ball, right? Stop the pace. Stop the bleeding. Okay. Get some easy looks. Post up whoever your opponent is, take him to the rack. Make the defense double you. Give your teammates easier shots. Sometimes
so how does okay?
Wait a minute. I'm trying to finish. Sometimes you can use good offense as a defense. You can do that too. Yes, they also. I know you've heard them say that. That's good defense, but that's better offense. So you can use that to your advantage, much like another player.
But that's not how the Spurs was playing basketball, fam.
Hold on. That's why I said LeBron. Why didn't he adjust? LeBron kept
How
playing
can he adjust?
Game.
How could one man adjust?
He kept playing his same game. You can't go out there and do the same thing night in and night out if you know a team is scouting you. What are you talking about?
How do you look up plus minus real quick? I want to look up something. How do you look up the plus minus for a whole series? Where do you go?
On StatMuse. Type in LeBron James plus minus 2014 finals.
I don't like that.
You can go to basketball.
Say it again.
You can go to basketball reference and type in
I'm on
plus minus
reference
and they will give you. They will give you the definition.
Right
type it
in. Wait, time out. I'm on Wait, hold on. I'm on basketball reference right now, and I'm typing in like playoff series, but it only shows the players like stats.
You gotta go down. You gotta go down to the advanced stats.
I went down to advanced stats.
You didn't find it?
It says true shooting percentage, effective field goal percentage. It don't say nothing about plus minus.
I don't know. You're looking in the wrong spot because plus minus is in the advanced stats on basketball reference. And if
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just add it all.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I'm gonna just add it all up game by game.
Here you go, right here.
Just add it all up game by game.
This is his net rating with the Miami Heat in the finals. A negative 16. So it's right here. I'm telling y'all, I don't lie. Okay. I don't make up nothing out of thin air. Everything I say, I've looked up diligently.
Hey, bro, what you're saying, I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is you're using a fact to tell a lie. You don't think that that's possible, but that's what you're doing. You're using a fact
how is it,
to
how,
tell
how
a
is
lie.
It a lie? Okay. So answer me
Wait,
this.
can I explain? Can I explain?
Go right ahead.
Okay. So what you're doing is you're saying, look at his plus minus. His plus minus is bad. He should have adjusted. He should have played out the post. He should have did this. He should have did that. But then you want to throw in other people's faces context when you're not using context. You have yet to hold Dwayne Wade accountable. You have yet to hold Chris Bosh accountable for not performing. They didn't show up to what they were supposed to do. Dwayne Wade averaging 15 points in a series is acceptable? That's not acceptable. Chris Bosh averaging 12 points in a series is acceptable?
So
that's not acceptable. Wait, no. Wade is supposed to be minimum 22 a game. That's how you at least you talk about offense being your best defense. If Wade provides more offense, that helps the game become closer. He averaging 15 points on 42% shooting. If anybody does that in the playoffs this year, we are not saying, oh, they had a good series. We gonna hold them accountable. Why? But you want to hold the person that had 28 points on 50% shooting from the field and 50% shooting from three more accountable than you holding the guy that averaged 15 points per game. And that makes sense to you.
Let's look up his defensive rating while we on there too, because I got something else to add to that while we speaking on that. So let's look at LeBron James' defensive rating in the 2014 finals. So you just sat here and said why we didn't blame Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and so on and so and so, right? So can you answer this for me? Oh, my bad. Wait a minute. Okay, so you just said why we didn't blame Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh for their contributions. That's what you just said, right?
I don't like the word blame. Just hold them accountable.
Well, hold them accountable. Got you. So are we not going to hold LeBron James accountable for 116 defensive rating? That's horrible. And he's the best player? No.
Do you know how?
No. Ain't no excuses for that. The team goes
it's
as
not
the
an
leader
excuse,
goes.
Fam, bro.
It is an excuse.
Bro.
It is an excuse.
It's not an
if
excuse.
The leader is not putting forth the effort. Why would your role players do it?
This dude is crazy, fam.
I'm giving you the facts, though.
Fam. You're not. You're telling facts to tell a lie. You really don't understand what I'm saying. I keep telling you this, and you don't understand. Of course, his defensive rating, his net rating, his plus minus is gonna be bad in a series where he got blew out in. His Miami Heat team got blew out in. It didn't matter how well he played as an individual. He played really well.
How can you quantify that? Explain that to me, please. I gotta hear this.
Bro, they okay. If you have 28 points per game on 50% from the field, 51% from three, and 80-something% from the free throw line, and you lose in 5 games, that means that you played well, but your team did not perform.
You played well offensively, not defensively.
Okay, yes, exactly. So you keep saying defensively, as if LeBron can literally, so that team had like Mario Chalmers. If Tony Parker is running a pick and roll with Tim Duncan and LeBron not even in the play, LeBron in the corner on Kawhi, right?
That affects LeBron.
Affects his defensive rating. That affects his defensive plus minus. That is what I'm trying to tell you. So you're not wrong.
Like you just said. So like you just said, in a pick and roll and Chalmers get beat. So what does he do? Does he slide over and help, or does he just watch?
No, if he's not in the act, bro. If you have to, you keep saying this, but he's a human. He can't be in 2 places at once. If Kawhi, if he's on the weak side and they run a pick and roll on the strong side, or if he's on the strong side and they run a pick and roll on the weak side, it would be idiotic for him to leave that side of the floor to go all the way across court and then leave his man open in the corner. That's bad defense. But
that's called help defense.
No, that's not called help defense. That's called bad defense.
No,
because you're, fam. If you're a shooter, if you are the best shooter on the planet, and they run an action to try to get me off for you to come help, and then they throw the ball to you knowing you're gonna be wide open, I'm in the wrong because I should have stayed home. If I'm the lesser of two evils, you ever heard of pick your poison? You have to pick your poison. And even if he slid over and helped, right? Let's say he did help, or let's say he didn't help. If they score that possession, that's going to affect his plus minus. That's going to affect his defense.
Wait. So are you telling me those are the only scenarios that play into his defensive?
No, that's not what I said.
Okay. So let's get to him. Why is his individual
defensive
rating bad?
So what we would have to do to have this conversation, what we would have to do is have to find literally every situation that he was in defensively, every single possession where it directly involved him. Then we can dissect his tape. But just throwing numbers out there, I'm not throwing
numbers out there because where I'm gonna combat this. Nobody else has a horrible defensive rating like that in the finals for a series. Now you have a bad game, granted. Hey, we all have bad games. There's no excuse for you having 116 defensive rating in a 5, 6, or 7 game span. There's no excuse for that. Now, at an average, it's 108, 107. He's at 116.
It's 120.
Do you know why?
Excuse for that.
Do you know why?
120.
Because the reason why is because at that time,
the reason why is he's not putting forth the effort or the energy.
Dog, you really,
that's exactly what it is. You can go look in that finals. He was standing around more times than he was playing defense.
You need to talk to other people than who you talking to, bro.
Because I saw it. He got accused of quitting.
No, bro. You're not.
Yes,
you got it, fam. I'm not talking about that. I don't care what the people said. I'm talking about you, bro. It's not what the people
say. It's what
you
he
really
did.
Got it.
He got accused of quitting. Who else been accused of quitting in a final series?
You say you're not worried about. You're not talking about what people said. Then you say he got accused of quitting. Are we talking about what other people said, or are we not?
Okay.
Like, so let's
did
stay
he
on
play
point.
winning basketball? Yes or no?
Let's stay on point, man.
No, we stand on point. We stand on point.
We not, man. We not, bro.
I'm using the same logic.
I don't like debating with this type of stuff.
It ain't debating.
Bro, this not even. You're not even bringing you bringing facts to the table, but you like lying, bro.
How am I lying?
You're saying, well, nobody had that bad of a defensive rating. Well, duh, because in the finals at that point in time, that was the largest lopsided victory of all time. So of course, nobody. Wait, bro.
Dwayne Wade had a 120.
Of course, nobody is gonna have that type of defensive rating because nobody else got beat that bad.
Okay,
Wade had a 120.
Okay. So you saying he ain't never had a defensive rating that bad in other series? Is that the same excuse?
I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is,
so what's the excuse for the other ones? Because if he only did it that one time, I would agree with you. But this is called recidivism, meaning he does this a lot. Do you want to know what his defensive rating was in the 2018 finals? 123. So explain this to me. How did he keep having these horrible defensive
when he got
ratings
swept by Golden State? You're bringing up.
Do you really want to go there,
fam? You're bringing up a series.
How many games did your Houston Rockets take Golden State?
Bro, tell me that. And see, fam. This is why.
You a Houston Rockets fan. So tell me how many games did they take Golden State?
You pushing. You let me finish. This is why I'm saying you pushing back on me. You pushing back on me and you getting defensive when I say just say you don't like LeBron.
I'm not getting defensive about anything.
Wait, fam. Oh my, you won't even let me finish my statement.
Go right now. Go ahead.
Get defensive.
I'm trying to understand.
I'm
not.
I'm trying
to understand you.
You get defensive when people say when I say just say you don't like LeBron, and then you throw bullshit at me.
It's not about not liking.
Wait, oh my gosh,
I can't finish, man.
I can't finish, bro. Let me finish, bro.
No,
let me finish. You understand what I'm saying?
I can't allow you,
bro. But let me finish. Let me land the plane. If you let me land the plane, fam, we'll be eye to eye. But you won't let me land.
If he would have done this one time, I don't understand where you coming from because you applying something to me that it's not legit.
Fam.
Y'all mad at me because he wasn't playing defense.
No, I'm not mad at you, bro. I think that your debating technique is like Skip Bayless, honestly.
How?
I don't think that you don't have, like, in my opinion, it's no different from what I see on TV. Like you're using stuff to paint a narrative. You would be great on TV actually because you're really good at painting narratives, and that's not what I do. I don't talk basketball.
That's Flash Bayless. That's Flash Bayless.
The information that is provided to me.
Fam, he played a series versus KD, Steph, Clay, with George Hill, Jeff Green, and Jordan
Orlando Woolridge,
Larry Nance, and them. And you said, well, the Rockets did better. Well, the Rockets won 65 games that year, and they had 2 Hall of Fame point guards at the helm. LeBron didn't have nobody else that if he went to the bench could produce like Chris Paul
The
or James Harden.
The Clippers didn't have no Hall of Fame point guard, and they took them 6 games. So again, what's the excuse?
The Clippers had a better built team than the Cavs,
with no
bro.
All-stars, no superstars.
But the Clippers had a better built team. That's your problem. You so
wait a
focused
minute,
on names.
Wait a minute.
Did
you just say the Clippers was built better than the Cavs?
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I said the Clippers had a better team.
You said better built.
No, I said they had a better team.
You didn't just say they had a better built team?
No, I did not. I said they had a better team. That's what I'm trying to, bro.
You're telling me are you telling me that the Clippers was a better team?
Fam.
That's what you're saying. Who are they better?
You are getting caught up in fam. You are getting fam.
Who was the 2019 Clippers better than? Can you answer me that?
Fam. You are getting caught up in names on paper. I don't
do
that. Who
they better than? That's all I want to know. Who they better than?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was a better player than Jordan Clarkson.
I'm talking about the 2019 Clippers.
We talking about the 2018 team. Wait, in 2018, the Clippers didn't even make the playoffs.
I didn't say 2018. I said 2019 Clippers took them 6 games with Kevin Durant.
Yes.
Who was they better than? You just said they was a better built team. Who was they better than?
They were. What do you mean? Like when you say who they better than, like in the West and the whole NBA?
You just said the 2019 Clippers were a better built team than somebody, and I don't know who you was referring to. But I did
not say that. I said this. I didn't say that, bro. I said the Clippers were a good team. They had a good team that year. They had 2 6-man of the year candidates coming off the bench, averaging 20. Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams was both averaging 20 points per game off the bench that year. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you're telling me the 2018 Cavs couldn't take them to 6 games, but that team could, and they weren't even predicted to make the playoffs? Is that what you're telling me?
Fam,
I'm trying to figure this out.
Bro, you talk sports really bad, bro.
You talk sports.
You talk sports bad, bro.
No.
You just talk
I need
sports
consistency.
Bad.
I need
consistency. I'm not even being inconsistent about anything. You just saying stuff and then you said I need consistency. I never said any of what you're saying. What I'm saying is that was a good team. They had 2 6-man of the year candidates coming off the bench. Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell.
That was not
they made the playoffs, bro.
Exactly,
how were they not a good team?
That was not a good team.
How was they not a good team?
That team had grit. I'll give them that. That was not a good team.
No, that was a good team. If you make the playoffs, you are a good team.
In order to be good, I'm sorry, you got to have somebody on your squad that people know.
They did. They did. But bro, that's your problem, bro. You're looking at it from an elementary school level. It's not about names. It's not about.
Because I want to make sure I'm hearing you. So you seriously telling me that the 2019 that Clippers team right there, you're telling me they on par with the 2018 Cavs? I'm trying to make sense of this.
Fam.
I'm listening. Make sense.
You're really not listening, bro. You listening to respond. You're not trying to hear me, bro. That's really. I don't watch basketball like you. I don't go by names on paper. You just told me if you're gonna be a good team, you gotta have a name. No, you don't have to have a name. The Brooklyn Nets with D'Angelo Russell and Jared Allen went to the playoffs in 2019.
Did they play the Warriors or the Cavs?
No, it doesn't. That's not my point. I'm talking about Warriors. See, that's what I'm saying. You listening to respond.
I'm talking about Cavs.
You listening
that's
to
what I'm talking
respond,
about
bro.
right now.
You listening? No,
but
I'm not going
going off script though. You doing that? You do that a lot.
I'm not going off script.
Like, can you just stay on the topic?
I'm not going off script, bro. I'm not going off script.
You just went to D'Angelo and somebody else.
You feel like I'm going off script. You feel like I'm going off script because I'm not answering the question in which the way you want me to.
I don't. It ain't about answering the way.
Yes, it is. You want me to answer the question.
How did the Clippers go 6 games with that Golden State Warriors? Because that's what you're telling me about LeBron defensive rating being 123. How the Clippers take them to 6 games? I'm not understanding that.
The Clippers think they stole a game on the road. They was down by like 30. And then they came back and won. That was one game. And I forgot how they won the last game. I think they stole game 1 or 2. And then game 3 or 4, they was down big. And then they came back. I forgot which game they was down by a lot, and then they came back. But Golden State got up big, and then they started turning over the ball. They got real careless, and the Clippers came back. Before you know it, the game was over. And then the other game, I forget. But that team was a really good team. That whole season, that team was like gritty. They played real tough. They played blue collar. Like that whole year, they was good. Like, so I don't know. I think he froze.
Nah, I'm here.
Oh, that whole team, that whole year, they was good. I think at that point, no team in NBA history had 2 6-man of the year candidates on a team. Lou Antrez was averaging 20 off the bench. Patrick Beverly was in the starting lineup. Danilo Gallinari, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Ivan Zubac. They had a good team.
So comparing them to the 2018 Cavs, who had 2 All-Stars and also have been
Love was not an All-Star. Love, I'm not going to debate with you if you keep saying this. Just because you make the All-Star team in 2016 does not mean you a fucking All-Star in 2018.
Love was an All-Star in 2018.
Love was not an All-Star in 2018, fam. He was not.
So do I need to prove this again?
Fam, go look it up.
Okay. Cleveland Cavaliers All-Stars 2018.
Victor Oladipo made the damn All-Star team. We're not
talking about Victor Oladipo. We're talking about Cleveland Cavaliers. And they had 2 All-Stars that featured LeBron James and Kevin Love, which the Clippers had 0. But I don't understand how the Clippers can take them 6 games, but LeBron James and Kevin Love, who was an All-Star, is right here. I don't make up stuff. I have the facts already presented. But for somehow, LeBron doesn't get held to that standard. We got to make excuses for him and give him a pass. That's what I'm not going to listen to. That's what I'm never going to listen to. I was raised in the era of accountability. When you have
Love was an All-Star.
Have the requisite weapons
Love
right here.
Love was an All-Star. Love was an All-Star. All All-Stars built the same.
We talking
yes or
about.
No?
We talking about.
Hey, please ask, bro. Answer my question, dog.
Where we getting all? We talking about Cleveland.
You never answer questions straight up, bro. You never answer questions straight up.
Okay,
yes or
but
no?
You got to reach for other people. So you want me? So you want me to answer?
I'm talking about Kevin Love.
You want me to answer? You want me to answer fallacy?
We talking about Kevin Love. Are we talking about Kevin Love?
Fallacy? Is that what you're saying?
I'll answer
a fallacy. Yes, it is.
Every
you got to bring everybody else. When you can't stay on the topic, that means your argument has flaws in it.
I'm talking about Cleveland.
No, hold on.
I'm talking about Kevin Love.
I will answer your question.
I'm talking about Kevin Love.
All All-Stars are not created the same. So when you got to reach for other people, that means your initial argument has flaws in it. So that's fine. If you got to do that. That's fine. So,
fam.
Clearly, Kevin Love was he? So I'm gonna ask you this: do you feel like Kevin Love was playing at a high level, or do you feel like he just got it off the name?
No, I don't. I think that he made it off a reputation. You know why I say that? Because in 2018, you know who didn't make the All-Star game? Chris Paul. He didn't make the All-Star game.
How many games did he play?
But listen to what I'm saying, fam. This is why I be saying what you, bro. This is why I be saying what you be saying is stupid, dog. Because Chris Paul didn't make the All-Star game, yet he was way better than Kevin Love that year. Way better.
I'm not saying he wasn't.
He missed 24 games.
So what's the minimum for you to miss?
Not 24. You can miss a whole bunch. KD made it last year. I think he played 40 games. KD made the All-Star team. He was the captain. He played like 40 games. LeBron was the captain. He played 40 games. Chris Paul played more than both of them. And they were both captains. So go ahead, pick up your phone and look it up. He didn't get voted to an All-Star team.
I'm not looking up Chris Paul. I'm looking up
Chris Paul did not make an All-Star team that year. He was better than Kevin Love.
I'm looking up Kevin Love's stat line in 2018. That's what I'm looking at.
In the finals?
No, in the regular season.
Oh, I guess.
Okay. So Kevin Love averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds, 1.7 assists, played in 59 games, and was selected to his 5th All-Star game.
Yeah.
So
that's Tobias Harris numbers.
What I mean, it's several people who've made All-Star with those type of numbers. So I'm not understanding why Kevin Love is being marginalized now. I'm not saying he's better
I'm not
than Chris Paul.
marginalizing him.
That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. Because I will never say Chris Paul is better than Kevin Love is better than Chris Paul. That would be blasphemy.
But what you're saying, this is what you're not saying that, but you're saying it by saying, oh, well, Love was an all-star. Well, Chris Paul wasn't an all-star, and yet he was leaps and bounds better than Kevin Love that year. So obviously making an all-star team is not indicative of how great you are. It has nothing to do with it. You don't have to make an all-star team or make an all-star. Andrew Wiggins was a starter last year, bro. He was an all-star starter last year.
Wait a minute. Kevin Love ain't just an all-star, though. Kevin Love has made all-NBA teams as well.
But you telling me about what he did. Did he do that in 2018?
Okay, Chris Paul wasn't on the team in 2018. You can't have it both ways because I can give you
right back to you. That's my point, though. I never said Chris Paul was on All-NBA. But I'm not going to sit on this computer. I'm not going to sit on this laptop and on this phone, and I'm not going to tell you, hey, man, Harden didn't have no All-Star and no All-NBA player in 2018. He did it by himself. And somebody say, well, what about Chris Paul? Oh, he didn't make it. That's semantics, bro. Because obviously Chris Paul was at that level. But factually, I'm telling the truth. Factually, yeah, he did make All-NBA. Factually, yeah, he didn't make the All-Star game. So I'm not lying, but I'm also not being truthful by acting like Chris Paul was chopped liver or he was a bum that year. We won 65 games with Chris Paul. It was some games he was our best player.
Who's saying anything negative about Chris Paul? Kevin Love not on that man level. So,
but it's not. Nobody is saying that he's on that level, and nobody's saying that you said that he's on that level. The problem here is you bringing up Love was an all-star, and LeBron still got outscored because Love not like that, bro. He's not like that.
So what is he then?
He's an okay player. He's a good player. That's it.
He's an okay player.
He's a good player. No, he's a good player, but he's not. In the finals, if he's your second option, he's not like that. And we saw it in the finals. That's why they got swept. Love was obsolete in comparison to Steph Curry, in comparison to Klay Thompson, in comparison to Kevin Durant. He's not on their level. They all make the All-Star team, though, so I guess that equals out, right? I guess that it's 2 All-Stars to 3. It's 2 All-Stars to 3. That's not marginalizing.
You're marginalizing him,
bro. I'm not marginalizing.
You're still marginalizing him too.
I'm not marginalizing him. He's not on Kevin Durant's level. He's not on Klay Thompson's level. He's not on Steph Curry's level. That's not marginalizing him. That's a fact.
That's marginalizing him.
That's not marginalizing him.
Yes, it is. Because when you're playing with somebody who dominates the ball, how can he be productive? You got to make this make sense. The player that you're talking about. You
just told me his numbers and said plenty of players make the All-Star team with that. Now you're saying he don't get the ball enough. Which one is it? Is it Uchiwali or is it one Mike, bro? Which one?
Okay, but you bringing up Chris Paul.
Which one is it?
Neither one of them teams. So you tell me which one is it? It can go both ways.
No, it don't go both ways. What I'm saying
that's what you're doing. You telling me I can't use one reasoning, but then the other one is irrelevant. But you bringing up Chris Paul.
See how this is how you sound.
No.
This is how you sound. Hey, James Harden.
You the one just sat here and asked me, are all stars equal? And I clearly said that's a deflection. I answer your question. It's still a deflection. Then you bring Chris Paul into the equation. Kevin Love will never be in Chris Paul's stratosphere. So what reasoning you bringing him up is totally irrelevant to this topic. Again, that is deflecting. We're talking about LeBron James, who had an all-star teammate. Nobody on the Clippers was putting up Kevin Love numbers. If they were, please show me. I need to see this for myself. Who on the Clippers?
I got you.
Okay. So with the Clippers not having a LeBron James and they putting up Kevin Love numbers, but they win 6 games. So what you're telling me is the Clippers had enough help, but LeBron didn't. I'm trying to understand this. That's all. I need to see this.
I'm about to look. I'm looking it up right now.
Had Kevin Love numbers. I got you. So no LeBron James, but they had a Kevin Love caliber player putting up the numbers, which you finna pull up and show me. So I need to know how were they able to go 6 games with the mighty Golden State Warriors.
So Lou Williams. Wait, I'm about to respond. I'm about to talk. Can I? Am I allowed?
I'm going on mute. Go ahead. I'm going on mute.
Look up the numbers and tell you. You just asked me. Am I allowed to do that? Hello? Okay, I'm about to give you 2. I'm about to give you 2 players' numbers. Lou Williams averaged 20 and 5. Okay, so now I'm about to look up Montrezl Harrell's numbers. Okay, hold on, give me a sec. Ah, shit! I pressed the wrong damn name. Hold on. Come on, phone. I should just use my Xbox, but my Xbox kind of slow too. Come on. Okay, there you go. It's loading, bro. Sorry, my phone moving slow.
I'm on mute. Go right.
Montrezl Harrell averaged 19 and 7. So Lou Williams averaged 20 and 5, and Montrezl Harrell averaged 20 and 7. I mean, I'm sorry, 19 and 7. That's Kevin Love numbers. That's two players giving you essentially what Kevin Love gave you, except I think Trez probably had like 2 or 3 less rebounds per game.
Are you done?
Like that's it. Like they all did. They did it by, like I said, you can talk about a player's production with multiple players. I said that earlier.
Are you
it's
done?
not just one player. It's you can do. I'm done.
Okay, so back to my point. The Clippers had no LeBron James caliber players, but they could go 6 games. But LeBron James got a Montrezl caliber and a who else? Lou Williams with Kevin Love numbers, and he couldn't go 6 games. I'm trying to understand.
LeBron, after that game 1, quit. So that's my problem with you. You think that I'm so trying to defend him. He quit after game 1. When JR made that dumb play, LeBron quit after that, in my opinion. Because that was their one opportunity to steal a game, and he quit. My issue with you is I'm not talking about LeBron no more. He got swept. That they were severely outclassed that series, in my opinion. My issue with you is you throw shit in like he was all NBA. He made the All-Star team. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing to me, bro. Shaq, Dwight Howard was the defensive player of the year when Orlando, but when he got to Houston, he wasn't that player no more. Russell Westbrook was the MVP of the league. When he got to Houston, he wasn't that player no more. So when you bring that up, it's disingenuous. And it's using a truth to tell a lie.
Let me know when you're done.
I'm done, bro. I'm just saying, bro. That I just don't like debating with people like that. Skip Bayless does this stuff all the time, bro. I've been watching Skip Bayless for 10 years. You're Black Skip Bayless. You're Black Skip Bayless.
Are you done?
I'm done, fam.
Okay, so what you said you don't like about me is the same thing I don't like about your favorite player, because he is the one who goes and handpicks these players since 2010. But
not
then
my favorite player.
Yes, he do. Hold on, I'll let you finish.
I said he's not my favorite player.
When they don't show up or they don't play up to his standard, it ain't his fault. Oh my goodness. Well, he didn't do this. No. Everybody else prior to LeBron James, if they lost, the best player is on me. When we win as a team. But all this, I need high IQ play. No, bro. I'm sorry. No.
But when has that ever been?
Hold on. I'll let you finish. You had the ability to handpick your roster. You got on camera talking about we top heavy as hell and blase and all this blah 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 blah. But then they go get the players that you want, but they don't play up to your standard. It's not your fault. It's their fault. I don't agree with that. So if y'all don't like me calling him out for his BS and not holding him accountable, then to me that sounds like he's being defended. I'm not saying you. I'm speaking in general terms. So the people who say they don't like me for whatever I do, that's totally fine. That don't bother me, because I'm all about accountability and responsibility. When you try to make excuses, no, you get called out for that. That's the era that I come from. But we live in this hypersensitive era now that when you don't play well, oh my goodness, well, he was too young. Oh my goodness, he broke his hand. I mean, for crying out loud, you punched a whiteboard, but 9 days later, you wrap your hand up talking about I basically had a broken hand. I've heard criminals in court make up for their lies. So no, I'm not going to sit here and fall for the propaganda and the excuse making from all the fan base. Now, you did acknowledge that he quit, so I got to shout you out on that. But for people getting upset, that's fine. I'm always going to side with the truth. And the truth is he handpicks rosters, then he throws his teammates under the bus. And Brian Windhorst quoted this. After 4 years, LeBron James wears on a team to the extent that he has to do what?
Okay, so can I ask you a question? Show me the quote when he threw a teammate under the bus. Not a fan, not the media member. Show me a quote when LeBron himself threw a teammate under the bus. When he said it was his fault. I mean, if he hit that shot, if he made that pass, if he got that rebound, we win. I've never seen that. What I see is his fans. Of course. What I see is his fans do stuff like that. But I've never seen LeBron do stuff like that. And so my thing is we got to start separating the fans from the player, because what Jordan fans do is they make it seem like he walked on water and he never made a mistake. What Kobe, wait. What Kobe fans do is they act like he didn't win with nothing, and they act like Pau Gasol was just this bum that didn't know how to play basketball before he got in the league. That's what Kobe fans do. And what LeBron fans do is they act like he ain't never had no help. I will tell you to your face the times where I thought LeBron should have won a series. I'm gonna tell you one thing: 2007 and 2014. I don't think he should have won those series because the teams were that much better than his. 2011 versus the Mavericks, he should have won. 2017 versus the Warriors, he should have won. 2018, hell no. He was playing with me out there. I don't agree with that. And nobody will ever make me agree. And you wanting to hold him accountable because you don't like what people say about him or how they give him excuses, that's whack. Because you just gave Jordan an excuse. When I said that he lost to the Magic, you immediately said he only played 17 games. Well, that's an excuse.
That's
but with
context.
LeBron, if
that's
I say,
not an excuse.
but if LeBron, if I say, well, Wade, who is a Hall of Famer, who made multiple All-NBA teams, if I say, well, damn, he only averaged 15 points, you bring up, well, LeBron should have did this, he should have did this, he should have did that. But when I say something about Jordan, well, he only played 17 games. Give him a break. Give him a break.
Context.
No, I'm
not
gonna do that. So you can't sit here and point your finger at LeBron fans and say, you're doing this, when you do it too, when it's a player that you like.
No, I don't. Because I'm using
context. You just did it, bro. You may not feel like you did it, but you did it.
It's not a matter of feel. It's a matter of right and wrong.
I'm telling you what you just did.
Are you
you're
saying
that you didn't do it?
Wait a minute. So are you going to contextualize a 17-season game?
Yes.
Played to a player who played 82?
Yes, because you're the GOAT.
Right? So 17 and 82
right?
is the same.
He the GOAT. He the GOAT, right? Is he the GOAT?
Is 17 and 82 the same? That's what you're telling me?
Is he the GOAT?
17 games and 82 is the same.
Yes, I am. Is he the GOAT? He should do it. He should get it done.
So 17 and 82 is the same.
Yes, it's the same thing. It's the same damn thing. Yes.
In what world is that the same? Please explain.
No, in my world.
So what you're telling me is
because I'm a hater. I want to be illogical.
You got enough basketball condition in 17 games.
I want to be illogical.
Versus somebody in 82.
Hey, Jordan wasn't sitting on Jordan was not sitting on his butt. He was playing baseball.
Nobody said he was sitting on his butt.
He was playing baseball.
It's called basketball conditioning.
I'm not trying to hear that. That's an excuse, fam. That's an excuse, fam.
That's called
context. It's an excuse, fam.
No, it ain't.
That's what I'm saying. You see how you make excuses for players that you like? It's okay.
Because again, I'm gonna do you one better. Had LeBron played 17 games,
don't talk to me about
context. Him that same context.
Don't talk to me about context.
He played 17 games. So again, what you're utilizing is a false equivalency. When you know that. You can't compare 17 and 82. In no world does that make any sense whatsoever.
I don't want to hear a thing about context.
That's okay. We're going to move on.
I don't want to hear a thing.
We're going to move on from there.
Jordan,
we're going to move on from there. We're going to move on.
He should have adjusted his game. He only had a fastball.
You said you wanted to quote. Hold on. We're going to move on.
He only had a fastball. When he was with the Wizards, he only had a fastball. He only had a fastball.
Didn't you say you wanted to quote? Is that what you said? Huh?
Nope. I didn't say it.
Yeah, you did. You just said that.
I didn't say it.
Nope. So I'm gonna give you the quote right here. LeBron James said, "We need a playmaker."
That's not throwing nobody under the bus.
Yes, that is. That's passive aggressive because you got Kyrie Irving.
No, show me a direct quote.
You tell me somebody else who got Kyrie Irving.
First of all,
and talk about
that's not what he said. What he said was we need a backup point guard to be a playmaker. He said we top heavy, meaning Kyrie Irving himself and Love, they were a top heavy team. He said we need a backup point guard that could play make.
Whose fault is it that they top
It
heavy?
doesn't matter whose fault it
Yes,
is.
it does.
Saying,
Yes, it does.
no,
You
it
can't
doesn't.
disregard. No.
Did he throw
You
somebody
can't
under the bus or
disregard.
not?
No.
You just
You
lied.
can't
Nigga just
disregard what
lied.
you
Now
don't
he
like
trying to
because it don't
switch it up.
sound right. No, put
Just lied.
everything into
Dude,
context.
just lied. Now he trying to switch it up.
You
just
what
lied.
you're doing is you
just
trying to
lied.
move the goalposts. Yes,
lied.
you is.
You just
You
lied.
trying to move the goalposts
You
to
just
fit your
lied.
narrative.
You just lied,
like
fam.
you did with
You
them
just
17
lied.
games
You just
to
lied.
82. You
You
moving
just
the
lied.
goalposts.
Everybody in the group
You
saw
gotta
you lie.
include everything. You can't
Everybody
leave out
saw
things.
you in the
That's
group.
called lying by
Everybody
omission.
saw you in the group
So you
lie.
gotta add everything into the equation. Why are you
Everybody
not
just
doing
saw you
that?
lose
Why
live.
are you
bro.
not adding everything?
Everybody just saw you live, fam. He
Ain't
said,
lied about nothing. You just
I
lied.
remember
You
that
said
quote.
Kevin Love
I
wasn't an
remember that
all-star,
quote.
and I just proved he was.
I
ain't lied
remember-
about nothing.
No,
I
fam,
done
you just
provided
lied. You
every
said that
fact
he threw
to back
Kyrie under
every
the bus.
statement that I said.
You
Do
said
you want me to
said
pull
that he
quote?
threw.
Do
You
you want me to
said
pull that quote?
no. You said
Do
he
you want
threw
me to pull
Kyrie
it?
under the bus because he asked for a
That's
backup
exactly
point
what he
guard.
did. That's
Kyrie is
passive
not
aggressive.
a backup point guard. Kyrie was a
Okay.
starting point guard.
I'm gonna do
He
you
said
one
we
better.
need a backup point guard. He said we need a backup. He didn't say we need a
pull it up
starting
and
point
show
guard.
you.
He said we need a backup
I'm
point
finna pull it
guard.
up and
That's
show
what he
you.
said.
That's throwing your
That's
point
not
guard
throwing
under the bus
somebody under
because
the
you're the one who
bus.
chose that team. So
That's not
again,
throwing
that's called
somebody under the
passive aggressive.
bus.
Yes, it is.
That's not
Yes,
throwing
it is.
somebody. I didn't say show
No
me a
leader
quote.
is gonna talk about his team like that. No leader.
I didn't
When did
say
Tim Duncan
show me
ever
a
do that?
quote. Kobe did it.
Can you show
Kobe
me what
did
other
it.
leader
Kobe
done that?
demanded a trade. Kobe demanded a
From
trade.
who? From who?
From the
What
Lakers.
point guard? What point guard did he have like Kyrie Irving? Okay, since you're deflecting, who did he have like Kyrie
LeBron
Irving?
didn't. What the hell are you talking about?
You just
said
to Kobe. You just deflected to Kobe. So
can I?
What Kyrie
Okay, so
Irving
I'm gonna
did
tell
Kobe
you.
have?
I'm gonna tell you. See, sometimes I think you say stuff you don't even hear what you say. You said.
I know exactly
You
what I'm
said.
saying.
Wait. Hold on. You said no leader is gonna do that, and I said Kobe did it, and then you said, well, he wasn't playing with nobody, but you just said no leader does it. So is it no leader does it, or no leader does it when they don't have this player?
Okay, if you want to go to Kobe Bryant, that's fine. Show me what Kyrie Irving, Kobe Bryant had on his team, so we can contextualize. So do that for me.
He played with Shaq and Gasol.
I said Kyrie Irving. Those are not guards. We're talking about guards.
They do the same thing Kyrie do.
Okay, what guards did he have that did that? Who?
No. Shaq and Gasol did do the same thing that Kyrie does. It doesn't matter. They do the same thing. They do the same thing.
If you're saying a playmaker, like you
if
said,
I have Shaq,
you just said backup point guard.
You didn't say backup center. I don't need Kyrie.
You said backup point guard.
If I have Shaq,
so who did he have that was on Kyrie Irving's level?
If I have Shaq, I don't need Kyrie.
If I scratch off 7 figures, I'm a millionaire. So you just
said
he said his backup point guard. So you are talking about the guards. What guards did he have on Kyrie Irving's level?
No, I'm talking about the guards in text of Cleveland. But the Lakers is different. The Lakers, he had Shaq and he had Gasol. I'm talking about Cleveland when I bring up that situation. That's what I'm talking about.
So you're deflecting to Kobe, but you can't supply me with somebody that's on Kyrie Irving's level. Gotcha.
Shaq and Gasol.
No, they ain't. We talking about guards.
Shaq
and Gasol will never do nothing.
Shaq is better than Kyrie.
They'll never do anything Kyrie Irving can do at the point guard position.
Shaq is better than Kyrie.
They will never equate to Kyrie Irving.
Shaq is better than Kyrie.
Level. Never.
Shaq is better than Kyrie.
They're not guards. They're forwards.
It doesn't matter. He does.
But you just said backup point guard. You didn't say a backup center.
The table is better than Kyrie.
What he brings to the table. Backup center or forward. Stay consistent with your logic.
No, you need to listen, bro. You're not listening.
I'm listening. I'm refuting the flaws that you're bringing out.
It's
it ain't nothing impossible. I'm not listening to stuff you're saying.
No,
it's erroneous.
Impossible,
you said backup guard. It'd be different if I said it. I didn't say it.
You can't be listening.
You
can't be listening. It's impossible.
No, I don't listen to. I don't listen to narratives. I don't listen to goalposts. That's what I don't.
That's what you've been doing the whole time.
No, I don't know. When have I done it?
Skip Bayless. You went to Skip Bayless College.
When did I do it?
When did I do it? Bayless's college.
But when did I do it? You got to
show me. Since the live started.
You just sat there and said Kevin Love won the All-Star.
Since the live started.
I just showed you. The
live started.
So show me where. Show me my flaws.
I didn't call you a liar. I said you're pushing narratives. I never said you lied about anything.
You just said I lied. What are you talking about?
I said you're pushing narratives. You went to the school of Skip Bayless.
You sat here and said Kevin Love was not an All-Star, and I proved you wrong. So what are you talking about?
But he wasn't an All-Star to me.
How was he not an All-Star? I just showed you.
It don't matter what you show me,
Oh,
fam.
okay,
I
it
know
don't
what an
matter now.
all-star is.
I got
I
you.
know what an all-star is.
I got you. I got you. It don't
Yes.
matter.
Thank
When
you.
it
Yes.
don't fit your narrative, I got you. It
No,
don't matter when it don't
it's
fit
not
your
about
narrative.
fitting my
There you
narrative,
go.
bro.
I
Love is
got
not an
you. I
all-star. You
got
know
you.
he not.
I
You
got
know
you.
Love is not an all-star, bro.
I
You know
didn't
he
say
not.
what he was or what.
You
I
know
know
he not an
LeBron.
all-star.
LeBron wanted Cleveland
You
to
know he
trade
not an
for him, and they
all-star.
did it.
You know
Okay,
he
but
not an
LeBron
all-star.
wanted him. So who fault is it?
Yeah, that's LeBron's fault. He should have never traded for that dude. He should have kept
I'm
Wiggins.
just
I
saying.
would have kept. If I was him, I would have kept Wiggins or moved Wiggins for like a better piece. What he thought was he could go to Cleveland and do the same thing he did in Cleveland, what he did in Miami. What he didn't anticipate was Golden State. What he didn't anticipate was the league moving underneath his feet. LeBron didn't anticipate that. He thought, I'm gonna just go to Cleveland and build the same blueprint. No, you can't do that, bro. The league changes. Golden State came and they changed the way everybody played basketball. That's why, and LeBron never anticipated that. And so then what happened? They lost. And then that's why he didn't have the success that he wanted to have in Cleveland. And he won 1 championship and 4 opportunities because he thought that he can go to Cleveland and do the same shit that he did in Miami. And that's not how the NBA works. That's why. And he got a worser Bosh in the process.
So LeBron James right here comes out and says the Cavaliers need a effing playmaker. But you got LeBron James, who is the pass
Read the whole
player.
quote, man. Read the whole quote.
Huh?
Read the entire quote.
The whole quote?
Read the entire quote. I remember the video when he said it. I don't even need the quote. I know what he said, but you can read the whole quote for me, please.
So again, I'm trying to figure this out because he says, I'm not mad at or upset at management because Griff and the staff did a great job. I just feel like we need to improve in order to repeat. But you got 2 all NBA caliber players on your team. Why do you need more? Like, that's not making
because
sense.
What happened? Okay, I'll tell you why he needed more. Because what happened the offseason that they won a championship? What team that they beat? What did they add? So LeBron,
the same guy that LeBron tried to recruit.
Yes,
you didn't know about that.
No. I'm agreeing with you. Yes. So LeBron tried to recruit Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant went to Golden State. So Golden State added a top 3 player in the league. LeBron is asking for a backup point guard that can facilitate, and it's a problem. So Golden State can add Kevin Durant, MVP, but LeBron is like, hey, it would be good if we got another playmaker here that can facilitate a little bit as a backup, and that's a problem. That's insane to me. That's insane, bro.
He been handpicking teammates since Miami, so it's like, how much help do you need? How much help do you need?
Bro, you need a lot of help when a 73 win team adds Kevin Durant, you need a lot of help.
Okay,
you need more help.
That 73 win team only had 1 top 75 player, just like the 2016 Cavs.
That don't mean nothing, bro.
How does
because
it not mean
Dwight Howard is not top 75, and he should be.
I agree. He's not. Yeah, he
got
snubbed.
That list don't. So when you throw that shit out to me, bro.
I agree. Dwight Howard did get snubbed, but we're talking about LeBron, and we're talking about. I
don't care what you're talking about, dog.
2016, that was even Stevens.
You saying bullshit, bro.
How is it bullshit?
You saying bullshit, bro? Because you just brought up top 75 bullshit. That shit don't mean nothing to me, dog.
So
that
don't mean nothing. So it don't mean nothing that Golden State drafted their players, but LeBron got to recruit all of his.
No, it don't mean nothing to me. It does not mean anything to me. Because
it make sense then.
Because LeBron's team didn't have draft picks when they got him. They didn't have any draft picks.
Limited in his ability to uplift
No,
his
bro.
team.
No,
That's
bro.
exactly what it is.
How can you build through the draft without picks? Explain to me. Tell me how.
What do you mean build through the draft without picks? What are you talking about?
How can a team build through the draft if they don't have picks? Explain that.
How are you going to build when you trade away your picks to build a team?
No. His first year in Cleveland, before he went to Miami, how were they going to build through the draft without picks?
The same way other teams built through the draft without picks.
How?
Everybody not going to be able to draft.
Nobody has ever built through the draft. No, wait. How can it is impossible to build through the draft without draft picks? That's like saying I built through free agency without free agents. You can't do it.
How do these teams draft these dynasties then?
They draft players, but if you don't have picks, how do you draft?
What do you mean?
Don't have
if you trading away your picks, how you gonna draft? That's
but I said pre-Miami, fam. I said pre-Miami. He did not trade away no pick pre-Miami. So what pick did he trade away pre-Miami? That is my question.
Very he didn't trade away any picks in pre-Miami.
Okay. Pre-Miami. Again, we only talking about pre-Miami. Please stay on topic. Pre-Miami, he did not trade any picks, but they had no picks. They had no picks in the 04 draft or in the 05 draft. They had no first or second round pick. So how were they going to build through the draft if the only 2 years that they had LeBron where they didn't make the playoffs and they were actually a lottery team, they had no lottery picks? How were they going to build?
The same way other teams have done that.
How? How can you build through the draft without a draft pick, bro? How?
The same way other teams have done that.
Bro,
what are you talking about?
Fam, it is impossible to build through the draft without a draft pick.
How is it impossible?
Because, bro, that's like saying I built through free agency without buying any free agents. You didn't go through free agency. So that's like saying I built my team through trades. That's like saying I built my team through trades when I didn't make the trade.
Are you saying Cleveland is the only team that couldn't build their team because they didn't have a draft pick? That's what you're saying?
That is not what I said, bro. I said, what are you saying? Okay, let me ask you the question again, because I don't think I ever said Cleveland built through the draft without draft pick. I said, how can a team build through the draft without draft picks? That is my question. Don't bring up no other team. If you have 0 draft picks, how can you build through the draft?
Why do you not have the draft picks? Because I
have no idea. That was before LeBron got there.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Pre-Miami.
Hold on.
Stay on topic.
I'm staying on topic. But in order for me to answer your question, I have to know who put them in that predicament.
I have no idea. That was before LeBron got drafted.
Okay, so if you have no idea who put them in there, how can you expect me to answer that question?
Okay, so what I'm saying is you just threw this build through the draft shit. You just threw that shit out there as if like Cleveland had draft picks pre-Miami. Before LeBron went there, they had no draft picks. So how was they going to do something that the Warriors did when they had no picks? The Warriors had their first round pick. They had their second round pick. The Cavs did not. So how are they going to do something that they did not have?
Again,
how are they going to do it?
Who put them in that position before?
I have no idea. I don't know who the GM was.
So if you asking me a question and you don't even know the origins of it, it's irrelevant.
No, it's not. No. I'm asking you a question. No. I don't. It's not a. First of all, you don't have to give me a real answer. I'm asking you a completely different question. My question to you is, how can you build through the draft? I'm not asking you who put them in that situation. So please don't bring that up. I'm not asking about who put them in that situation. I don't care who put them in that situation. My question to you is, no. Wait. But you have to respect my question. My question is completely different. My question
you're not giving me context to answer it.
It's no context.
Okay, then. So the question is irrelevant. You got to tell me how did they get in there? Question. Okay, let me help you out. Let me help you out. Did they trade away in their draft picks? Or what did they do?
I have no clue.
Then. So how can that question be answered? We have to know these things. You
why
asking
throw
me
it
a
out
question.
there then?
Hold on.
So then why did you throw it out there?
You're asking me a question, but you're not giving me the origins why they're in that predicament.
But you threw it out there.
Include everything.
You threw it out there.
I didn't throw nothing out there. I'm telling you, all these other teams, they drafted their dynasties, but you're telling me, how can Cleveland do it without the draft picks? I don't know. But you got to tell me, how did they get in that predicament in the first place? Come on now.
Honestly, it's confusing to me how in 2005, the last year they didn't make the finals. I mean, they didn't make the playoffs. They had no first or second round pick. Like, that's stupid. If you're trying to build around your franchise player, why would you not have any picks?
So let's, because I don't know and you don't know, right? So we both don't know. Let's get that clear. So let's assume that Cleveland traded away the draft picks to acquire Larry Hughes and who else did they get? They didn't get Ben Wallace. But let's just assume. No, Ilgauskas already there because he made the All-Star the year before LeBron. So let's assume that they traded away their draft picks, because if you don't know and I don't know, then all we can do go with speculation and assumptions. So let's assume they traded their draft picks. So they traded their draft picks. Okay, now they can't build a dynasty. So that's the predicament they were put in, but we don't know that factually.
Well, I mean, factually we do, because they didn't have picks.
Who put them in this predicament? What caused it?
No, I'm not, fam. Whoever put them in that predicament, that's neither here nor there. That is irrelevant. You're right. That part, to me, is irrelevant. I don't care who put them there. I was confused as to why Golden State building through the draft got built up. got brought up because Golden State is not Cleveland. Steph Curry didn't have that problem. His team didn't trade away their picks. So of course it's easier to build through the draft when your team don't trade away the picks because they got picks. But you expecting LeBron to say, well, he should have just stayed on the team that built through the draft. Well, I mean, okay, cool, but they didn't have no picks.
But
so what was he supposed to do?
That wasn't his.
That's not his fault. He 19, 20 years old.
That wasn't his reason for leaving, though. If that was his reason for leaving,
his reason for leaving was he wanted to win a championship and he felt like he couldn't do it in Cleveland no more. That was his reason.
Don't you still leaving out stuff? Let's put everything on the table.
What else was the reason?
Bro, come on now. I got to give you props now. You have
I'm serious. What other reason was that?
You forgot about the mama situation.
Okay, yeah. I mean, bro, that right there, that's like love and hip hop shit. I don't care about that. He wanted to leave Cleveland because he ultimately, even if the mama shit wouldn't have happened, he was gonna leave Cleveland. I thought he wanted to win a championship.
At the end of the day, he wanted to win, but we got to factor in everything that precipitated his leave. And we also didn't bring up the fact that he had been actively recruiting, but he couldn't get nobody.
He couldn't get nobody to get there. Yes, exactly.
So when they went to the Olympics,
yes, him and Wade said. Him, Wade, and Bosh said, if we don't have a ring by the next time our contracts is up, we gonna join up and we gonna play with each other because we want to have a chance to win the championship. That was the deal. I saw the documentary, bro.
That was about 80%. But remember, Bosh wasn't the first option.
Carmelo. They wanted Carmelo. I know. I'm saying
Carmelo took the money.
Yeah, Melo took the money because he said he don't believe in leaving money on the table. I know. I know the whole situation. I'm just saying, bro, like the build through the draft thing. I said this when we first got on. I said that's why I don't like to compare careers and players from different eras because every player don't come.
I gotta acknowledge you did say that part.
Every player don't come into the same situation, bro. I don't see how we can yell at somebody to build through the draft when they don't have no picks. The only thing you can do is make trades and free agent signings because you have no picks.
I'm not disagreeing because you did say that part, so I got to acknowledge that. But that's why I had to push back and say, what put them in that predicament, though? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Right, so that's what I'm saying
bro, about whoever put him in that predicament. LeBron was in high school when they did that. LeBron was still in St. Vincent, St. Mary. He didn't put him in that. LeBron wasn't making big moves like that pre-Miami. LeBron didn't start taking control of rosters and shit until he got to Miami. And really, it wasn't even Miami. It was after he went to Cleveland. Pat Riley, was like, no, you're not coming over here and controlling everything. Pat Riley told him that straight up, which is one of the reasons why he left Miami and went back to Cleveland.
But if we being technical, he had his most success there and he should have stayed.
No, yeah, he should have. I mean, probably. But again, for me, the way I look at it, Wade was getting old. Bosh had blood clots and literally retired the next season. So they had ran their course. Bosh had signed Bosh signed
No. Hold on. Bosh didn't retire, remember? They played the Raptors and they went out in the second round because if they won,
Bosh was in that series?
I think he was in the previous series, and that's when he got
because in. Remember the Rockets was about to get Chris Bosh.
Yeah,
then
the Rockets.
And then at the last minute, he went back and signed that max deal with the Miami Heat. He went back and signed that contract with the Miami Heat, the 5-year contract, the 4 or 5 year deal. And then as soon as he signed that contract, I think that same offseason, it came out that he had blood clots. At first, he was trying to play through it, and then they was like, "Nah, bro, you can't play through this." So he had to retire.
Yeah. He played in that first round, but he didn't play. I think he played like one game or 2 games in the second round. That all I know is Miami went up, but when Bosh couldn't play,
Wade had got back healthy. And then I think our timeline is kind of off. I think that was 2015, 2016. No. Yeah, I think that was 2015, 2016 when they went to the playoffs. I don't think that next season they went to the playoffs because they drafted Justice Winslow. They drafted Justice Winslow. No.
Yeah, they didn't go. You're right. They didn't go the following season.
Yeah, they didn't go. Bosh had retired, bro. I could have sworn Bosh retired, bro, because he told the Rockets he didn't want, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like, he ain't coming here. And then as soon as he had the blood clots, we was like, ooh, we dodged that bullet. Because imagine if we would have gave him that contract and then he would have had to retire.
Yeah, so you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you're
had
right about
dodged
that.
that. We had dodged that bullet. So that's why I'm saying, like, him staying in Miami. I mean, LeBron staying in Miami, cool. But then what would have happened with the bye situation? Then he would have been stuck.
Now
Then
I
he would
do.
have been fucked.
So let me ask you this. Now, with that situation, do you comfortably, or I would say, do you feel like they could have replaced Bosch's production? I mean, not necessarily.
Do they get the salary cap space back after he retires? Because remember, he signed a max contract.
Yeah, he signed the max contract, but they also had Hassan Whiteside, and he was a dog on defense. Now, could you possibly come get somebody like a Lou Williams, 6-man, to give you that extra
Nah,
offensive power?
I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. Look, I don't like Lou Williams in the playoffs. He played for the Rockets, and that nigga averaged like 7 points a game on like 12% shooting, bro.
I can't disagree with your team.
I don't
I know
and then he don't play no defense. He get cooked on because he don't want to play defense, but he too small. His body can't really hold up to the rigors of playoff basketball. Then he guard niggas at 6'4", 6'5", and they stronger than him. So he can't really play defense like that, bro. But like I said, bro, listen, my whole thing with this is it's happening to Luka Doncic right now. Let's get off LeBron. Look at Luka Doncic right now. Since Luka has been there, how many top 10 picks have they had?
With who?
With the Luka Doncic. Since Luka Doncic has been with the Mavericks, how many top 10 picks have they had?
I don't believe they had any because
they haven't had any. Because why? They always in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, when you go into the playoffs, you're not going to pick in the top 10 unless you trade.
Exactly. So Luka, but yet they don't have a championship roster. They're winning off the strength of Luka's greatness every single game. That's the only reason why they even in games is off the strength of Luka Doncic's greatness or whatever. I mean, that's the only reason, huh?
No, I was just saying, I agree. Yeah.
So his situation. So if it comes another 4 or 5 years go by and Luka still ain't won shit, but he got an MVP and he got multiple All-NBAs and he got numbers and he ain't won nothing and he leave, people gonna ridicule him and be like, he should have stayed with Dallas. Why? They ain't won nothing. They can't put no talent around him because he's consistently winning. He always winning 50 games, 60 games every single year, going to the conference finals, going to the second round every single season. So he never gonna be able to draft a high pick around him that's gonna be able to develop with him. And then they never have salary cap space to get a free agent. So what's Luka's best bet to win? What would be his best bet to go somewhere and win a championship? What would he have to do? He would have to leave. And I just don't think that we should, huh?
No, I was saying that's partially true if if they're not able to get a free agent like the Lakers got Shaq.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like, bro, it's hard. That's why for me, it's hard to ridicule niggas for leaving their teams, bro. Because I mean, like, no, let me not say everybody. Because the only reason why I feel like it's different for Kevin Durant, because Kevin Durant, you had James Harden, you had Russell Westbrook. Yeah, your organization did something stupid by trading away James Harden, but you still had Russell Westbrook. That's a lottery talent. What player pre-Miami did LeBron have that was on Russell Westbrook or James Harden's caliber?
You said pre-Miami?
Pre-Miami.
Now, which version of Westbrook and Harden are we talking about? Are we talking about the
OKC version? Just OKC version.
Are we saying the 2012 or are we saying 2016?
No, OKC version of Harden.
Okay,
OKC version of Harden, OKC version of Russell Westbrook. Any version you want to use. 2012, 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
LeBron Mo Williams was never on Russell Westbrook's level. Delonte West was never on James Harden's level, ever. So what players?
Yeah,
like
I don't know how they was
what Ibaka did he have? What Ibaka did he have?
Who did they trade with to be able to draft like that though? Because they had to trade for somebody.
No, they traded. They actually didn't make no trade. They had their own trades. The only trade that they had was they got Ray Allen. They traded away Ray Allen because you remember they used to be Seattle. Yeah, to Boston. They traded Ray Allen to Boston, and Boston sent them the number 7 overall pick, which they drafted Jeff Green.
So that's what so when they went to OKC and they had KD, they didn't make the playoffs, and then they got who? Westbrook the next year, right?
Westbrook the next year, and then they didn't make the playoffs again.
And then they still didn't make the playoffs. and then they
Then
got
they drafted Harden.
Harden. So in the West, the competition was knocking them out of the playoffs. But in the East,
No,
the
not even out the
competition was
playoffs.
around LeBron.
No, not even making it out the playoffs. They wasn't even they was a lottery team.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they
Oh,
weren't
okay,
good enough. They weren't good
Yeah.
enough to contend, so they were able to pick in those high marks.
Yeah.
But at that time, the East wasn't on par with the West. So if he making the playoffs, yeah, he's not gonna pick high because he's making the playoffs.
Who you talking about?
The Cleveland. I mean, I'm not gonna fault him for doing it, but if that's the only other thing I can conjure up, other than
That's
them
what I'm saying.
away.
So that's my point. But even if let's just say for the sake of argument, Cleveland was missing the playoffs, they had no picks. They would have missed out on Westbrook. They would have missed out on Kevin Durant. They would have missed out on James Harden because they had no picks. I don't know what these idiots was doing with their picks. I have no idea why they had no picks. They kept trading their picks and trying to get players like Delonte West trying to win a championship. You got to get super hoopers in there. You can't win no championship and beat the Lakers or beat the Spurs or beat the Celtics. And the Celtics got Paul Pierce, who's a lottery pick. KG, who's a lottery pick. Ray Allen, who's a lottery pick. Rajon Rondo, Kendrick Perkins, McDonald's All-American, came straight out of high school. Like, they got all this talent, and you playing with Mo Williams and Delonte West, who was like second-round picks. Like, I don't know, bro. I just look at the game different, like I say, man. I just look at the game different.
I'm not disagreeing, but that's why I said what I said. Like, I got to understand how they got put in that predicament. Then I can give a more accurate analogy on it. But I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. That's a good way to look at it. I mean, there's multiple perspectives. So for the most
That's
part,
why when he left to go play with Bosh and Wade, who are other lottery talents, I wasn't mad. I'm like, shit, this is first time actually playing with a nigga that can actually, hey, I can do what you do, LeBron. Like, hey, I can actually help you when you go to the bench. The lead is actually okay. Like, you don't have to worry about losing the lead when you go to the bench. So, like, I can actually create my own shot consistently in the playoffs. I can actually create for somebody else consistently in the playoffs. He didn't have that in Cleveland, bro. Like, he just didn't, fam. And I understand that it's not the way that we used to watching the game when we grew up, but the game changed, bro.
No, I'm staying with you. So now, off of what you're saying, I'm gonna agree with that. But I need to know this. Now, when you choose to go that route, like they said, to whom much is given, much is required. So is it fair for him to get the pushback, or I won't even say the pushback, but the criticism when he fails?
Yeah, no, not if he don't show up, he should get the criticism 10 times 10. But if he shows up and his team lose, that's what I have an issue with. I don't never have an issue with criticizing him. Like I said in 2011, he wet the bed. Did I make any excuse for 2011? Did I bring up Dwayne Wade? Did I bring up Dwayne Wade? Did I bring up Chris Bosh? No. I said LeBron did not play good. I said I have no explanation as to why he wet the bed, how he wet the bed. He wet the bed. I didn't give him no excuse, no cop-out. I'm actually fair, bro. Like, I ain't no LeBron just worshiper. I don't worship the ground this nigga walk on.
No,
I tell the truth.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I tell the truth. No, I tell the truth about him. But I'm not gonna hate on him 24/7 neither, because honestly, bro, the league, like, bro, people the only reason why people don't give KG and Paul Pierce them flack is because they got traded. But bro, that's still a super team. No, as soon as they traded for them, they went from a 20-win team to the finals and they won a championship.
No, I never disagree.
Like,
say they won a super
come
team.
on, man. Like, come on, bro. And nobody get them flack just because they was traded. LeBron was a free agent. Well, what's the difference? I mean, damn, like, I don't get it. So LeBron should stay with one team, not win shit until he's 35 when he old, and then leave his team? What kind of dumb? That's dumb. Why would you?
No. That's
like, that don't make sense to me.
I'm with you on that. That's why I said what I said. I said, now, when you go that route, honestly, it's like you have no room for error. But like I said, hey, you answered it fair, so I got to give you that.
Yeah, and like I said, 2012, like 2014, and I know you think that he should have did more, and that's fine. But for me, bro, 2014, fam, like, dog, Wade was literally a shell of himself that whole season, bro. Wade was hurt that whole year. He had to get that. He went to Germany just like Kobe did and got the knee treatment after the 2013 finals. He went and got his knee drained and everything after the finals that year. And then 2014, the season start. They had a short off season because they went to the championship and won. and he was missing all them games. He couldn't play in back-to-backs and all this stuff. When he got to the finals, bro, Wade was a shell of himself. He was getting locked up by Danny Green. Danny Green can't lock up Wade. Come on, man. So when I see Danny Green locking up Wade, I'm like, oh, yeah, this nigga's hurt. And I just can't. I'm a fair person, bro. I'm not going to blame LeBron because his team is getting their head butt beat in. Like, especially if LeBron was putting up 16 points, oh, yeah, I'm on his ass. But he put up 28 points. I don't know.
I'll just say, to be fair, you did acknowledge that, hey, if you choose to go that route, hey, you got to get
no,
the backlash.
You got to take the criticism. You got to take the criticism, bro. You can't. Yeah.
And you did say what you said earlier about I forgot what you said about
damn,
draft
dog.
or whatever. But hey, brother, no, this is a good segment, man. It went longer than I anticipated because I gotta fucking get up early in the morning.
No, my girl about to cuss me out, so I gotta go too.
Believe me, we the same here, man. Hey, appreciate you being a moderator in the group too, man. Have a good night, brother.
All right.